Welcome everybody to the effing title, and it is episode 29. I can't believe it's been fucking 29 episodes and I haven't been canceled yet. Today with me we have a guest that I've wanted to have back on for a while, and he's been a bum and just refused every time. Eventually got him on. Y'all know him, y'all love him. It is EatIt, pal. EatIt, how are you doing?
What's up? I'm doing good.
I was trying to think of an intro, and I'm like, it's one of those things I've kind of given up on doing, like the grandiose intros, because like most of the people now on my channel will get like recurring guests.
Right.
So it's like either I just repeat what I've said before, or I just kind of do what I just did, where I just make up bullshit and no one see if people get it or
To
not.
be fair, you asked me one time other than this, and I was busy that weekend. I was out of town.
Yeah, you know. So for the
Yeah.
people out there that don't know you, why don't you give them a little bit of tell them a little bit about yourself.
My name's EatIt, pal. My name's EatIt, 10 inches. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I don't know. I'm EatIt, pal. I stream fitness on Twitch.
It really sounded like you wanted to say I'm a fatty. Just then, I'm just gonna throw it out there because you're like, I'm EatIt, pal.
I'm a former fatty.
Former fatty.
No, but I stream fitness on Twitch. It sounds a lot more douchey than it actually is.
It's funny that you say that you just said that, because it really fucking does. It sounds so douchey. I stream my workouts online for people to watch me get swole.
When I tell people that in real life, they're like, "Wait, you do what?" I'm like, "I like work out on stream." And they're like, "All right." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not as douchey as you think it is. I promise."
I've told people before as well, when because it's amazing to me that people like. Of course, I still feel like Twitch is still like a very small thing.
Yeah.
But like I tell people about it, and I'm like, they're like, well, what is it? Is it just games? I'm like, no, it's all this other stuff. And I bring up the workout stuff, and a lot of times they're like, oh, that's weird. Like,
yeah, it is weird though, to be honest. Well, some people make it weird, is what it is. You know, you'll see a lot of these guys stream without their shirt on, all sweaty, and it's like,
isn't that against TOS?
No, not when you're doing fitness.
Wow, I just need to
stream without a shirt on.
I need to just fucking do like hourly squats or something and just fucking sit here without a shirt on. Then fuck,
dude, you'd probably spike up.
Maybe you never know.
Sometimes that's all it takes. It's funny though, getting people into my chat random sometimes asking me to flex or take my shirt off, and I'm always like, listen. Pay me the big bucks and I'll take my shirt off.
That's one of the things is like, for everyone out there, I'm going to drop a link to EatIt Pal's Twitch. Make sure you go follow him, watch him once or twice. It's always fun for me to drop into your thing, because it feels like every time I drop in, there's someone new in your chat talking to you, and it always feels like it's the same kid. If that makes any sense. It always feels like it's like the fucking high school, outcast that wants to get ripped so he can fuck the high school cheerleader. Dude, and he's asking you how to do that, and like, is it possible? And like every single time I go in, that's the exact fucking thing I see. And I'm just like, this is fucking hilarious, because you give the exact same advice every single time.
Dude, high school kids want to fuck. That's what they want to do.
I forgot which one it was recently. You had one that was like, yeah, I'm like 5'10", 160, I have like no muscle, and like, you know, I want to fuck the hot girls in school. And I'm sitting there like, cool guy, like, have fun with that. Like,
he's like, I want to get abs so I can bang the hot girls. I'm like, jeez, dude. I mean, that'll help in high school, I think. You know, high school girls are pretty shallow. They're just kids. I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do, dude, do it.
Oh my god. All right. Well, for the topics today, we have Twitch powerlifting, we have homeowner tips, and my life as a. That last one, by the way, is a ongoing series by the wifey Dana. There, in case you didn't know.
Oh, that was her idea.
Yeah, that's her idea. She randomly came up with it. I think it was on either her first or second time on the podcast. I forgot which one it was now, but it's just been a reoccurring segment now, because I think it's a really cool segment, just because like, of course, most of the people that I interview or I do this with, podcast with, are other streamers. So it's kind of cool seeing what everyone else's jobs are, even if they're, you know, like just like an accountant or like this or like that, you know. It's kind of.
Is it sad seeing how many of them are unemployed as well? Because it seems like everybody I know that streams is unemployed.
It's funny you say that. I don't think now that you say that, I don't think anyone that I've done has been. I mean,
that's good. Well, today's your first one because I have no job.
what?
No,
I was about to say. No, I mean the only one really that was like unemployed was me, but that was when I was unemployed though.
Okay,
Like,
COVID.
but still, even then, I was just talking about what my actual job was. Like, you know,
Right. Yeah, when I saw this topic, I was thinking, and we talked about it for a second. I was thinking, like, am I just gonna make something up completely, like a complete makeup of, like, just completely off the dome? I am a not firefighter, but something semi-believable that I could just like ramble about the entire time. Just because I don't know, there's something weird about
well, like, and
telling.
that's the thing is like it's it's one of those things where like I meant to tell you this beforehand, but I got carried away talking about DC stuff. You say whatever you want. You say as much as you want to say or as little as you want to say. It's that simple.
Right.
Like I forgot who it was. There was someone that came on and they basically they said like the basic premise of their job, and then like we just kind of talked around the basic premise of it. You know, it's just one of those things.
Right.
Like, you know,
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
oh, we're gonna get there. But first, before we get there, though, we're gonna bring it right back around to the Twitch powerlifting part, the whole lifting on stream, Twitch powerlifting. So for me, I hear Twitch powerlifting. I'm thinking, okay, so you guys are powerlifting on stream. Like that's what I hear. I know that's not what it is, but go ahead.
Actually, the topic that I really want to talk about was the Twitch powerlifting meet, which
What?
I don't know if you're familiar with this.
Nope.
So, myself and another streamer named Average Joe came to me and said, "Hey, dude, you have a pretty decent following, and you're kind of doing that Twitch powerlifting board where I rank everyone's stats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Is it in your Discord?
It's all over the place. It's
Okay.
in my Discord. It's in my
Well,
profile,
I was looking around your Discord today. To just I forgot why I was looking around your Discord, but I was just kind of creeping around your Discord today.
What's up, Dana? And but what the Twitch powerlifting meet is Joe came to me and said we should put on a virtual meet because right now no one can compete because of COVID. All of these contests or typical competitions are all closed, and there's a bunch of us on Twitch.
That's a really fucking cool idea.
So that's really what I want to talk about, the Twitch powerlifting meet, which is something me and him are both hosting, and Ben Rice, which is he's a fucking he won best lifter. He's a I don't know what I'm saying. He's an absolute beast, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. So he's the opposite of you.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's everything I want to be. He plays piano and sings and shit on stream.
Wow.
On Wednesdays.
Wait, does he do that while he's lifting? Because if he does that while he's lifting, that's fucking impressive. Like he does, he pops out of like a set of fucking bench, and then he goes over and fucking starts singing like fucking, you know, singing and doing a little piano and everything.
He has a cat. I don't know why I'm telling you everything about Ben right now.
I was gonna say, I mean, like at first, like the first two facts were like, okay, those are kind of cool. And then he's got a cat.
Yeah. I believe he owns a house and drives cars and whatnot.
Multiple. Okay, cool. Well, wow. No, does he have a coffee mug?
You know what? I think he does.
Oh my god,
he does. No, but he pulled 800 pounds on stream the other day. Yeah, deadlift.
What's the most you pulled?
575.
Okay.
And for the Twitch powerlifting meet, I am gonna pull 600 on the.
Are we talking straight bar? Or are we talking bear trap?
We're talking straight.
Ooh. That's what's up. That's what I like to hear. I remember fucking in high school before I went to college, I did the bear trap and I got 600 and I was fucking losing my shit.
That's awesome, dude.
And then I get to high school, then I get to college, and I was like, oh, cool. Almost everyone here can do that. That's great. Awesome. Like,
right. But so the idea behind the Twitch powerlifting meet is to get we're trying to get people from just more people over to Twitch, into the sports and fitness section to try to boost everybody, help just get people interested in the category. We're going to be on the front page on September 7th.
Really?
Yeah. So it looks like we'll either have a 2 or 4 hour block as well.
Well, as like the main like little rotating, like you're one of the like. Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. Yep. So that's extremely exciting. We had a Twitch call. We had a conference call with somebody from Twitch, and yeah, we were able to land that
Damn,
deal.
look at
And that deal was
you guys getting shit fucking done over there.
yeah, so it's pretty exciting. I'm kind of hosting the whole thing through my Discord.
I have to say as
So
well.
everyone,
I have to say this as well, real quick. For the amount that you were saying, I know that there's for some people out there probably don't understand like how fucking like impressive this is. Like you're fucking being very humble right now for this. I'm just throwing that out there. Like it's kind of fucking like weird how humble you were being with this, with how big this is.
yeah, I mean,
I know I know
cool.
it's you. It's you. Like that's who you
Right,
are. But it's just like think about what you just said. You're gonna be on the fucking homepage of Twitch.
right.
Like
Yeah,
that's
it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's dope. It's extremely dope. It's extremely dope, and it
well, like
wasn't easy to make that happen
well, that's
either.
what I'm thinking. Like I'm looking here right now. So we got the first one on here. Like I just went to Twitch. We got some dude doing music and he has 13K viewers. This dude has
Right,
7K.
right.
This one has 500 and
They really taper off towards the
it's
end.
yeah. Oh no, we're back up to 4K. Another 500.
But yeah, so we'll
That's
have
fucking cool, man.
yeah. It's exciting. It was fun talking with the guy and like pitching. So luckily once we get to the portion of my life as a you'll learn a bit more about what I do, but
Mm.
selling that guy on the idea of us being on the front page for this and how important it was I mean it was right up my wheelhouse. Like pitching somebody an idea and trying to get them to buy from me was like I mean it was piece of cake, really. So I'm happy we were able to do that, but everyone's welcome too. That's the other thing. If you have a bench, a bar, if you have a bench and a bar, you can submit a video of you doing a squat, a bench, and a deadlift. In between the week of in between the week of August 30th and September 5th, you just submit a video through my Discord, and yeah, you're entered to win tons of things. So the front page is cool too, but we have I think we have too many sponsors. We actually had to stop.
I was gonna say I saw somewhere, I forgot where it was. I was looking at something and I just saw like it said sponsors and I was like, oh, that's cool. He has a ton of fucking sponsors. Like I didn't fucking know that. Now I'm starting to understand that was for the fucking
Yeah.
Twitch powerlifting meet. All right, cool.
Yeah, we have over 20 sponsors and some extremely big names like Legion Supplements.
Wow.
Inner Strength is giving a $400 gift card, which you buy an SBD belt. If you're powerlifting, you would be like, whoa, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
Ivanko Barbell. Ivanko's a massive name in the industry for a long time. But yeah, so it's exciting. It's really exciting.
That is fucking exciting, man.
It's starting to get a bit nerve-wracking for me because I'm actually the one who's putting together.
You're like the host.
Yeah, Joe's also the host. Joe was kind of gathering the sponsors. That was Joe's role.
Mm-hmm.
Getting all the sponsors and things like that. So all those sponsors, 99% of them is because of Joe. I only got a couple of them. But my whole deal is getting the Discord bot working correctly, and then I'm making the entry form and registering, organizing all these entries. We have over 300 people registered, 200 people registered right now, and 500 people joined the Discord. So
That's
I'm excited to see.
You say over 500?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's
Bro,
exciting.
that's fucking awesome. I'm really happy. I'm really happy and proud of you for this, bro. This is like like you're being like I just said, you're being stupid humble about this right now, and I'm fucking shocked. But like, this is holy shit, bro. Like,
yeah,
this is fucking big time. This is like,
yeah.
So
yeah, it's exciting.
So okay, so the Twitch powerlifting meet. Okay, so of course I've had different colleagues of mine when I was coaching, and just other people in my life that I know who have done powerlifting meets or just like weightlifting meets, that sort of thing. So is it going to be one? So on that day, you said September 7th, right?
September 7th. Yep.
So I'm assuming there's going to be like a time window, right? And basically, you're going to be on. Each person's going to be on their own stream. Or how is this working out? Like,
this is how it works. So, August 30th through September 5th.
Yep.
Everyone needs to record and submit the video in that week.
Mm-hmm.
And then once they have those videos recorded, they'll join the Discord. There's this section that's called Entry Only. You will join that, and you'll look at that, and there will be a link to a entry form. On that entry form, it'll ask you some basic questions like. One thing that you must do, and this is one of the selling points to get front page. Well, this is something that I kept driving to the guy. every single person who competes must have a Twitch profile. So if they don't already have one, they will have to make one.
Okay.
So you will have to have
That's
a
a
Twitch
good,
profile.
bro. That's a really good push, by the
Yeah,
way.
right.
I want to say
That's
that.
slick, right?
That's like, hey, by the
Yeah.
way, we're gonna get you more follower. We're gonna get you more accounts on here, but
Well, that was the whole pitch was, hey, we're trying to build the category. We're trying to help you do your job. This is your job, is to build the category. This is what we're trying to do as well.
it
Let's align, give us front page, bring more eyes to it.
and that's like
And
that's the crazy thing is like it really does seem like Twitch doesn't like Twitch feels like you ever seen that episode of South Park where the boys decide fuck it, we're not doing anything, so they create a GoFundMe account.
no, but this sounds hilarious.
Okay, so they create a GoFundMe account, and their whole thing is like, fuck you, we don't want to do anything, give us money. So they come up with a name, and the name's like 20 fucking words long, and it's all just stupid little, like, makes you giggle kid words, right? So it's like,
Right.
poopy dog farts on my face, with my dad or something like that.
Right.
And eventually they're like, fuck it, we're just going to go and we're going to get the Washington Redskins because it's a name. And it's free trademark, like that sort of thing. So they become the Washington Redskins. And throughout the whole thing, they're just like, fuck you and fuck you. We're here to do nothing. And with your money, that allows us to do nothing more. Like that sort of thing. That's how I feel about Twitch sometimes, is that like they do fucking nothing to advertise their platform, really.
I know,
but
right?
But their whole thing is like, oh yeah, we're gonna have streamers on here. The streamers are going to upload videos, or they're gonna do this, or they're gonna do that, and that's gonna bring in people to come to the channel because hey, like if they want to see the personalities, like that sort of thing.
The thing that's really weird about that is they shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the thing that's like sketchy about that is if they're not careful, they're gonna get caught fucking slipping, and YouTube is gonna let YouTube turn it on. Let them turn it on. Game over Twitch.
Well, I agree, but at the same time, I don't, because now, of course, with you now as well, you're uploading a lot more to YouTube. Are you starting to see more and more of these fucking like loopholes and jump things that we have to go through?
What do you mean, as far as what?
Like for uploading and everything.
Like how big of a pain in the ass it is?
Yeah, like all the different things we have to do, and the fact that as soon as we do get monetized, like if we say fuck, we're immediately demonetized. If we say,
you can't swear and be monetized on YouTube.
There's some places that you can't, from what I know.
Huh.
That's why a lot of people edit themselves and like I just put in the censor bleep, and then other ones that you do say fuck normally at the very beginning of their videos, they're like, oh, by the way, we have a sponsor. Because that sponsor will take care of how much money they probably would have made anyway, like that sort of thing. So I think that there's also there's that aspect of it. There's a bunch of other stuff as well. Like one of the new things that I saw recently was saying about like there was a guy that was uploading stuff, and like he had like the Star of David in like the YouTube image, and they like demonetized that video for some, and like they use some stupid fucking reason, and like they just go around just doing that all the time. They're like, oh, we're gonna just demonetize this, we demonetize that, demonetize this, demonetize that, and it's just like,
yeah, I mean, well, it's weird for me because every one of my videos gets demonetized because I play music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do. I know exactly how you feel, because that's how it is with the majority of mine now too.
Yeah, so it doesn't. I guess for me, I'm using YouTube for a different reason right now.
It's just to try and grow your platform. And
well, actually, what I really use it for right now is just to save my videos, because Twitch deletes them.
Fair enough.
And you can store an infinite amount on YouTube.
Yes, it's crazy how, really, if you think about that, that's kind of fucking crazy, right?
Insane. I would love. It would be so neat to see the size of the servers.
Oh my god! Like right this second, like I'll just quickly do this one. If I look at my Red Hood drive, so my Red Hood drive is my drive that I use for all my uploads and everything. So if I just look at this, I should be able to go properties and it should tell me. So right now, then like I said, I'm a small time fucking guy, right? I've just been uploading recently more. Just YouTube videos this year alone, I have 767 gigabytes.
Jeez, that's so much.
And like I said, that's just me. Like that's just little old small channel Husky.
Right.
That's not talking about like the big channels like Tim the Tap Man or Game Grumps or Steven Crowder or fucking Joe Rogan. Like,
but like, so, but my thought on the YouTube thing, like, I mean, I know you were saying that like you get demonetized so quick, but I mean, just one flip of a switch, and YouTube loosens things up and makes it easier for streamers and cleans up their whole live stream the way that all works. I mean, YouTube gets 30 million viewers per day.
Oh yeah,
30 million per day. So to even capture, I mean, how much do you think Twitch gets on its best? I just looked up YouTube. I'm kind of curious about Twitch now.
yeah. Twitch. I mean, it's one of those things, man. Like, did you see what Tim was doing when he was playing Fall Guys?
No.
So Tim the Tap Man, at the height of him playing Fall Guys and losing and everything, had 347,000 viewers.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, and he was losing.
Wow.
It was when he was chasing. I mean, like right now, if you look at like the top, like right here, I'm looking for okay. So we got 100, 200, 300, 400, 600, 1 million right there. There's 1 million viewers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right this second, there's 1 million viewers, top 6 channels.
On Twitch.
Yep.
I mean, that's a lot, but that ain't nothing compared to YouTube. I wonder how many people are watching YouTube this very second.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Is like, well, and that's the other thing, right? Is that like, if you think about it, that's the other side of it. With that, is the YouTube is primarily a video website. It's where you go and watch videos that are pre-timed, pre-done. Where Twitch is a live stream platform.
Yeah.
But all right, back to the important powerlifting. The powerlifting meet. Okay, so we were talking about how this is going to go down like on the day. So you said that up until you said August 30th to the 5th, you upload your videos. It's a bench, it's a squat, and it's a deadlift. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you upload the videos, and then from there on, what are we looking at?
Everything will be stored for us, and then on September 7th, the entry period will stop on the 5th. We'll start reviewing, kind of filtering out some of the stuff because, we don't want anyone to slip like a penis in there or something, in the background. So that's another thing. It's going to take a lot of time for us to review all these videos. But on the 7th, we will watch. Now we can't watch all the videos because we have, if only the 200 people who registered enter, and they each submit 3 videos that are 15 seconds each. That's 45 seconds times 200 with no break. It's not possible to watch them all. So we're gonna watch, and that's kind of what we're deciding on still. But we're gonna watch a majority, either the top lifts or some of the most entertaining lifts live on stream. And then throughout that, so the way you'll win some of these prizes from the sponsors is by just entering. Most of it will be random raffle.
Okay.
So you don't actually have to be the strongest to win. And
I like hearing that.
All you have to do is submit a video, and you have a chance to win a $400 powerlifting belt, or a stack from Legion where it's a protein, creatine, and pre-workout stack for completely free. Shirts from kind of fit, kind of fat. I don't know if you've ever seen those guys. They make awesome shirts.
No, I haven't. But now that you said that, I need you to send me a link after this because that sounds fucking hilarious.
I definitely will.
Kind of thick, kind of fat. That's fucking great.
No, kind of fit, kind of fat.
Oh, kind of fit. Okay, I thought you said thick. Either way, I mean that still works. I love it.
Right. But yeah, and so throughout the entire stream, we'll be doing random giveaways for the people who have entered, and yeah.
How long now? How long is the stream, like the stream segment? How long is that going to be?
Well, it depends on how long we get on front page. That's not something that's been completely hammered down yet.
Okay.
But it could be up to 4 hours long on the front
page. Oh wow.
Yeah, so this could be 6 hours or so.
That's the entire cool. Thing. So, because I was thinking about because you were just saying you can't get through all the clips, right? That's what you're just saying. You can't get through all of them, and then you were saying, maybe we show some funny ones, maybe we show just the best list, that sort of thing. What if you did sections or categories that you did in different time sections? You know what I mean? What if you did something like that?
Yeah, like do the top 10.
Yeah, so like
Strongest.
you could do like a like okay, so we got the we got the top 5 strongest, we got the top 5 funniest, we got the top 5, these guys busted their ass and were barely able to get this, just do
Mhm.
some shit like that. The only thing that would be kind of interesting to see, I guess, would be the top 5 like funniest, because you don't want to be making fun of people, really, you know.
No, yeah,
Um
no.
if anything, you could do it, and you could do a form based, like top 5 funniest form.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. I just like I said, I'm just throwing this out there. Just a random thing I thought of as soon as you said I'm not 100% sure. Like that could be it would be an easy way of you being able to do it. Plus, also then you can also kind of like categorize stuff, and it allows you to make stuff a little bit easier on yourself, especially for the two of you
Right.
guys doing this.
Well, there's actually gonna be 4 of us commentating, but yes, I
Okay,
hear you.
well, yeah, the four of you then. No, man, that's really fucking cool. That's really
Thank
cool.
you. Can't wait to see how it turns out. I'm excited for it to be done, though. It's a lot of work
So,
on
so
my
what you're saying is that what you need from the Husky man is next week I need to go down to the gym and just get
dude.
get some bench in, some really
Fuck
shitty
yeah.
bench, and
Yep.
then squat and hurt myself, and then deadlift and hurt myself, and just send you.
Dude, you can do a layup with, 135 on each of them. It doesn't. You don't have to. I mean, it doesn't have to be a true
I'm
one
I'm
rep
I'm
max.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. I wouldn't be doing anything other than that. So here's the thing. So of course, with it being a meet, right? Normally with a
Mhm.
meet, there's refs. They
Right.
have their specific rules. Like it
Yeah.
has to be like this. Like they're looking like right at the chest. They're waiting it hits, or they're looking to make sure you hit 90. Are these
Or you
things
take
that you're going
parallel.
to be taking into account?
No, I mean we will be, to an extent, but this isn't an official meet, and a lot of guys are asking questions in my Discord, like, is this deep enough? Like, am I getting deep enough on my squat here? And it's like, yeah, you could go, like a lot of times I'll say you could go deeper, if it's real high. But if somebody has a lift that is, they're barely even getting close to parallel, we're
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna not either say much about it or probably comment like, whoa, that is definitely not deep enough in a normal meet. Um, but you submitted all 3, so you're still eligible for the
There you go.
giveaway.
Now is there because of course I'm just asking just questions that are coming to my mind. Is there any
Mhm.
sort of specific way that you want the people that are going to be entering this? Is there any way that you want them to film these? Like, do you want bench filmed from from the side? Do you want it filmed from like basically down their legs? Squat? Do you want it from behind? Do you want it from the side? Deadlift? Is it straight on? Is it from the side? Like, what do we? Does it
Well,
matter or?
um, I mean, it matters to an extent. So in the Discord, there's a list of all the rules.
Okay.
And one of the rules for that is entire bar and lifter must be in view while the lift is being performed.
Okay.
And then another rule is weights need to be clearly visible and distinguishable. So
Okay.
yeah,
Makes sense.
that's pretty much the extent of it. If you're doing a squat from the front and we can't see your damn legs, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants to submit a video like that, go ahead. But we're gonna comment on it. You know what I mean? That
Mm-hmm.
I almost hope people do that kind of thing so that it's easier for us to commentate and have things to say.
Yeah.
Because lift after lift of, I mean, there's only so much we're gonna be able to say about some of these people.
Well, and
So I'm
like,
hoping
and that's
we
and
don't
that's and that was the reason why as well when I was thinking about like category based, because then if you do category based, then you can really like, then you'll be able to have a little bit more to say about everything. Because like you could
yeah,
literally have a category that's just form, and you could be like, I think this is great form, because of course you and me have talked about this before, where everybody is a fucking genius and knows the perfect
trainer.
form for every fucking lift.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know. And yeah, you
Hmm.
get it all the time. I go into your Discord and people are like, actually, you need to move your right butt cheek down another half
Yeah.
of a centimeter while you're doing that leg lift, because if you do
Right.
that, then you'll activate the gluteus minus instead of the gluteus maximus. And I'm sitting there just like I start writing you a message like, don't fucking listen. And it's like, what, fuck it, he already knows this. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so then one of the other things I was thinking was, is there any specific rule on the 3 lifts, because of course when you think of bench, right, you can go close grip, you can go wide grip, you get those people who get the little arms so they fucking touch their chest to lift it up about 3 inches and they're like, cool, that's a full lift. You get the people that come
Right.
down, don't touch their chest, come all the way back up. You get the people that just bring it off, crack their fucking rib cage, by dropping it on them, lifting it back up. So like
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I hear what you're saying for sure. So for squat, the requirements are, you must break parallel.
okay.
Bar on shoulders must break parallel. You're welcome to use knee sleeves, belt, and wrist wraps for squat.
So here's my question. You immediately said it, so I want to hit it immediately. Bar on shoulders.
Yeah.
So, for
Right.
instance, I couldn't submit me doing a front squat because I don't like back squatting anymore.
No, that wouldn't count.
Okay.
No. So we're trying to stay semi-traditional to some of the rules.
Oh, I completely get it. I wanted to I'm just thinking of questions that people could ask. So it's one of those things where, for instance, if you decide, you could be like, hey guys, if you do have questions, go listen to this podcast. We talk about it, all the different things, this that. So if you guys really do have questions, maybe they might have been answered here, like that sort of thing. That's the only thing I was thinking of.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, we're trying to stay semi-traditional,
Okay.
To standard powerlifting competition rules. But some things are lax, like this. For the bench, touch and go is allowed,
Okay.
which in a standard meet it isn't. It's a pause bench. You have to take it all the way down your chest, hold it until the judge will say
until the judge says you've touched your chest,
right. Butt must be on bench. Is that something we're gonna be able to really tell? Maybe not, but at least it's in there. Feet on ground. That's bench. And then deadlift. Bar must be pulled up from the ground and lifted to lock out. And then we're also allowing people to use straps on deadlift, which is almost always a no-go in a powerlifting meet. But we just want to invite more people into this.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing is you want to be able to, you don't want to be so restrictive that now there's, instead of you getting 100 people, you only get 200.
Right. Yeah.
But So for deadlift, you can do both wrists out, both wrists down. You can do mix.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Hook grip, mixed grip,
Okay.
double overhand if you're an animal.
What do you mean if you're an animal?
Double overhand? Not very many people can do double overhand for an insanely heavy weight.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's the only way I've ever done it.
Double overhand?
If I'm thinking so double overhand, I'm just grabbing the bar and then just fucking going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough because it wants to roll out of your hands. Like most people can't lift very heavy that way because it just wants to roll.
Okay, so fucking man up and fucking just just pick that shit up and then just fucking do some shrugs with that fucking thing till your hands fucking bleed and then drop it and then just keep doing that for a year and you'll be good.
Yeah, but it took you a year to be able to do a weight that you would have been able to do in mixed grip.
Yeah, but what looks cooler though,
I don't know. I guess it's a matter of opinion.
No, I think that's really cool. Though. I think that's cool that you guys have specific rules, but you are lax on certain things. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so ultimately, if anybody wants to know more, you can reach out to me. And yeah, I'll send you a link to the Discord and you can poke around and see what you think.
Yeah, like I said, you just sent me the link. Awesome. Let me see here.
That's for kind of fit, kind of fat.
Registration, entry, announcements. All right, where am I looking to find these
rules? It's underneath the entry only.
Entry only. Okay. I just want to see, and I want to okay. So free entry. That's already fucking great. Submit 3 lifts. Entry questions must be answered. Lists must be recorded. Videos must be sent via URL link. Okay.
Yeah, so that's another thing. You have to send the videos either through a link from Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, or another URL link, because you can't send us a Google Drive link that we can't view. If people want to put it on YouTube and make it private so no one else can see it, that's one thing they can do for sure. But they don't. It has to be one of those 3 forms, really.
Fair enough. I mean, and for everyone out there, if you just heard that, if you just heard that and everything, it's not that much of an issue to upload to YouTube. YouTube in the top corner says create. You click it, you upload your video. You can put that bitch on private, so only you can see it unless you share the actual link with someone. So don't think it's that extreme or anything. It's all weight classes are welcome. That's awesome. Let's get all the big boys in here. Rules. While this is a fun competition, there will need to be some ground rules to keep everyone on the level playing field. Squat requirements, we just went over that. No knee wraps.
No knee wraps.
Okay.
Because knee wraps will take you into a different thing. Once you put knee wraps on, now you're lifting equipped.
Interesting. Okay.
Then people may start asking about squat suits and bench shirts and things like that, where people, it's not uncommon for a elite power lifter to get like 300 pounds out of a bench shirt.
Yeah.
So
bench requirements, must trust that we just went over that one. Deadlift must be pulled from ground. Belts welcome. Submit videos must show entire lift from start to finish. Can't just be a bum and be like, show you just dropping weight and be like, yeah.
right.
That kind of fucks me up now. God damn it. Entire bar and lifter must be in view. We just went over that one. Weights need to be clearly visible and distinguishable. And then how to enter sex, age, height, body weight, the weight.
Kind of interesting is the sex, male, female, because there's going to be some of these sponsors wanting to give a prize to the best male lifter and best female lifter.
Oh, that's really cool.
But the thing with sex is we had a transgender person reach out to us and say, what am I supposed to compete as? It's like, fuck. Well, we kind of went back and I wasn't sure what to say about it. I kind of went back and forth thinking about what to say about it. And what I ultimately ended up landing on is just following the rules. I just said, right now we're going to follow the rules of the USAPL, United States Powerlifting Federation. And their rule on it is you have to compete in the gender you were born in.
Okay.
Because obviously a former, I don't even know how to say it, somebody who has transitioned to a woman is going to be able to really crush.
Yes.
So yeah.
I mean, I
was going to say, not that long ago, there was a male power lifter who competed in the women's category and identified as a woman for that day and broke world records.
Jesus.
He since, said that he did it just to mock the whole thing. Which,
oh wow! What a way to go! What a fucking scumbag! Like,
but no, he was kind of bringing what he was trying to do is bring.
Well, I get it, I get that, but like, come on, man, like,
yeah. So, what the hell is?
That's me blowing my nose.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is that?
Don't worry about it. It's my Mexican sniffing spider. Yeah, no, I mean that's really cool. I mean, like I said, I love all the stuff. I might enter.
Dude, it'd be great. I would love for you to be one of the people who won, something awesome. Like if you won the Inner Strength $400 gift card, that'd be so cool. I want somebody I know to win it, honestly. I think it'd be so awesome.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I win anything, I'm fucking doing a giveaway on the channel.
What the fuck? Now I hope you don't win.
Well, I mean, my thing is this: is like I'm not going to use it. If I enter, I'm entering because I'm gonna find some fun in doing it, right? Yeah. Well, like it's supporting you guys because I think that what you guys are doing on the sports and fitness page is fucking incredible. You guys are committed to your craft, and I love that. I used to lift when I was in college, and then even when I got out of college, I lifted on and off. Over the last 4 years, I think now, 3 or 4 years, I stopped doing anything with it. Like, I just kind of immediately went out of the world of it. And I'm kind of old, I'm beaten up, it's going to be ugly. But the funny thing is, it's like, the weights will be ugly, but you'll see like the form and everything. You'll be like, okay, this dude's fucking done this before.
Right.
But I'm gonna let you know right now. If I'm squatting, I'm doing front squat. I don't give a fuck about your rules with that. I will do front squat. I don't do back squat anymore. That shit hurts my back too much, man.
Do it.
But yeah, no, so yeah, like I said, I might enter. Fuck it. Why
You can
not?
put on one of those pussy pads and squat away.
No. Dear God, no.
Come on, Husky.
No,
It looks
it's not even.
cool.
It's not that. It's literally the way. I think it's fucking. It's weird to fucking explain. It's the way that my like upper body acts when the weight's on my back versus when it's on my chest. When it's on my chest, it doesn't hurt as bad as it does when it's on my back. Like it's one of those things.
I see. I see.
It's a very, like I said, it's a very weird thing. It's one of those things that I'm used to it now. So if I squat, I front squat. I can front squat. Last time I front squatted almost as much as I was back squatting. So I was like,
Damn.
yeah, I was like, I think it was like 30 pounds difference. So I was like, fuck it, that's good. Like that's good enough for me. I can do 3 on my back. I can do 275 on my front. Like, yeah, fuck it. Like, let's go.
Right.
And then yet again, like I said, that's old broken down Husky.
Cool, man. Well, I hope to see you do it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I mean, I might. We'll see.
I
I'll
don't even
see.
know if gyms are open near you.
Okay, so this is one that you'll love. We do a lot of stuff with China. We're a third party vendor. So a lot of the jewelry that we sell, we get it from China. It comes to us. We check it, and then we sell it to the big name companies, right?
Okay.
So we're kind of the middleman in the whole business. They went to the higher ups in our company went to China, and they actually made their own gym for their workers to keep them in shape. So our boss was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make a gym in our fucking work in our business so that everyone can stay in shape.
That's so cool.
So there's actually it's not anything fancy and it's not anything great, but there's actually a small enough gym down in the basement of my work.
Dude, Husky, start lifting again, dude.
So I've even brought up the fact to him that we should put a few cameras around and like just have so anyone in the company, if they wanted to, could live stream it.
That would be cool. Dude, you should start lifting. I say do it, dude.
I'll see.
It sounds like you want to. It sounds like you really want to. That wasn't a firm no. Normally when you don't like something, you're like, now. But
well, so
like, and I want to. It's just
it's one of those things where I've put on a lot of weight recently.
Right.
Like I haven't checked in a while. But the last time I looked though, I'm pushing the highest I've ever been. It's one of those things.
And the thing is, dude, is as well as anybody, if you don't get this shit under control,
that's the thing.
Run away from you.
Well, and that's the thing is that the last time I was at the heaviest I was when I was coaching. So think about that. When I was coaching, I used to walk from my apartment to the field and to the school, which is like half a mile.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd walk half a mile to the school. I would do practice, which involves me either running around the actual practice field with the kids, or I'm in the gym helping and assisting kids and showing them stuff, and then I would walk back home.
I see.
So that was when I was at my heaviest, to now where I wake up, I go to the bathroom, I sit at my stream fucking station, and I basically sit here for the entire fucking day if it's a weekend.
Right.
So it's like the aspect of like it's the same weight almost, but the activity level is fucking drastically different.
Well, just as well, that it's losing weight is all fucking diet.
Oh yeah.
You're never going to be able to burn enough calories to make a fucking difference.
Well, I mean, and it's one of those things as well. I recently just bought another order of my cookie dealer.
Holy
so shit. Another 10-pound box of cookies doesn't fucking help either.
Oh my god.
But
dude, I hope yeah, obviously there's always, I know anyways, for me and the people around me, that like there's got to be a why and a reason to lose weight. And it's not even like, I'm not saying something physical. It's just like there's a point where you're like, dude, enough is a fucking enough. I'm done with this shit. I have to lose fucking weight. And until you have that moment,
well, I guess like I recently said that. Yeah. I recently was like, what, fuck this. I'm done. I cleaned my entire fucking apartment. I like vacuumed fucking everything. I have, and this is one of the ones that a lot of people don't know, is that I stopped weightlifting after a long time because it just hurt too much. Like everything fucking hurt too much doing it, and I was like, I don't need to fucking do this. I'm not fucking lifting for football anymore. I'm like, even just doing the basic, like, I'm just gonna lift to fucking make myself better. That shit fucking hurt. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do yoga. I was like, I've heard fucking great things about it. So I went out and I bought DDP yoga, and I did that for a year along with eating healthier. Well, eating, I guess eating in quotations healthier.
Right.
And I went from 380 I went from 370 to 278 in a year.
Damn, dude.
And then I kind of fell off because I got sick. And then after came back after that, then it just kind of, I fucking snowballed back up again. But so I was like, fuck it. So I like cleaned my entire apartment. I have an 8-foot by 6-foot yoga mat.
Holy shit.
Yes. Yeah. Like, so like, bro, like I found it online. It's like, it was like $150. Like, so like I was like, if I'm doing this right. This was back in the day because I bought like a normal little yoga mat, and like I would be on it, like on my back doing something, or just like be doing something, and like my back would be on it, but then like a roll of the fat would be on the like fucking cold kitchen floor. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this or not because like I'm getting this weird, like I'm kind of cold, but I'm fucking sweating.
Right.
So I said, fuck it. But like, so like I like got everything away. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this, and I was like, I'm gonna be smart about this. I'm gonna just do. I was like, I'm just going to do the basic poses, which he calls like the diamond dozen. I was like, I'm just gonna do that for a month just to get my body back in the hang of doing it. I did it one day, and I was like, I felt awful. I'm not gonna lie, I felt fucking awful. I was like, dear God, I've wow, like. And then I did that on a Monday, and then when that Wednesday rolled around, I didn't fucking do it. And then this Friday rolled around, and I didn't do it. And it's been like a month since I fucking did that.
Well, it sucks because like that you do something, especially when you're so like, especially somebody like you who played football your entire life, and you're so used to running and pushing yourself unbelievably hard and seeing results, and then all of a sudden you try to do a simple fucking yoga pose, and you're like, ugh. I'm sure that alone is super discouraging.
Oh, I mean, it was one of those things where it's like I already know that. Like the cool thing that I really like about DDP yoga is the fact that a lot of it's modified if you need to. Like, and he shows you how to modify stuff. So I was like modifying stuff, but it was just like nope. And it's literally just the fact that I've gotten to a point that's just like I'm fucking so kind of far out right now.
Yeah.
That like it's like my body's fucked. Like it's that sort of thing now, really.
Right.
But it's like I said, it's one of those things where yes, I do want to get back into doing stuff. It may not be lifting, it may just be yoga, but like
or just fucking diet. Like,
yeah,
I know it sounds like you want to do something a little bit more active, which sounds important as well. It sounds
well, I
like
mean, the other thing as well is that like the diet thing is actually I feel, and this is a weird one. I feel better about my eating habits than I do anything right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm still doing the freshly stuff. And so basically what I'm doing is I eat freshly when I wake up in the morning at like 5. I have a freshly meal. Boom. Then I have another freshly meal between like 10 and 1. Depends on when I get out of work, basically. Boom. And then I fast for the rest of the day. I don't eat anything.
And you're gaining weight? How?
Because this is the problem is that there are days when I'm fine with that, and that's okay. And then there's other days where I go to the store and I buy an entire pizza and I put it in my fucking face hole, like
yep.
Or like
that's the thing that's fucking crazy. You can do good for 3 days. You know.
Well, like, and that's like
you know what? Let's fucking get a pizza, baby.
And like I said, like and I'll show it again because I just love showing how fucking big this is. The giant box of cookies that I have,
Yeah,
like,
you gotta say no to the 10-pound boxes of cookies, Husky.
Well, I'm telling you right now, bro. One, it's my cookie dealer. It's addictive as fuck. Okay, if you haven't tried it, you should. There's a ton of bodybuilders and weightlifters that do. I'm gonna throw that out there first of all. But secondly, the other thing is that like the only reason why I bought this was because it's the pumpkin spice edition. So I'm getting my basic white girl on.
Right.
So yeah,
Get your Uggs out and shit too.
Yeah, exactly.
North Face, Uggs.
Yeah. How'd you know? I'm gonna get out the
No, but
fucking.
I don't know. Really, if it's something you want to do, do it. If not, dude, live your life.
When that's the
I
thing
say
is, it's
don't fuck
it's
with
it's
it.
that constant thing of like I do want to do it, but it's like there's days when like I'll be so especially with where I live right now, um, my apartment doesn't have central air or anything like that, and we just have heat.
Motherfuck.
So when it does get hot, like in the summer, like right now,
Yeah.
my apartment will get to 91 degrees in my living room.
Holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah. So the last couple months, me on stream has been in 91 degrees. That's why you see me wearing a cutoff more these days, or certain days. Is when it gets hot, I fucking find my cutoffs and I throw them on.
Jesus, dude.
And it's one of those things where people are like, "Oh, why don't you just get an AC?" I have an AC in my bed. Like,
Oh, okay, okay.
like my bill is already enough with just running that fucking bitch, let alone having another one in my living room. Um,
Right.
so like there's that. So like when I get off stream, there's days when I'll get off stream at like 6. I go straight to fucking bed
Wow.
because I can put my AC on in there and I'll be cool because I like being cold. I don't like being hot. I like being cold. I can go in there, turn that bitch down to 70, and then fucking fall asleep. Like,
Right. Yeah, I would too.
so like there's days when like that was the big thing is like I need to, and I think this fall I'm gonna be able to do it mainly, but one I need to find a really good reason to start, and I need to fucking get other people to be able to be on my ass about it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to get back into doing the yoga. I'm going to get back into doing the fast. I mean, of course, like I've said before as well, I break the fast when I have a coffee or a sneak. But I mean, I don't consider it breaking it, but technically it's breaking it. It's one of those ones.
Yeah, for sure. Man, it's calories in, calories out.
Well, yeah.
That's what it is at the end of the day.
Like my thing is that like it's technically it breaks the fast because of all the stuff that's in it. It's not just water.
Right.
But technically, it's not breaking the fast because it's not solid food. Like that's my thing. That's my brain thought process on it as well. So it's just kind of,
My thing is like you've not for me any diet, like I'm about to start a cut too. September 13th is when I'm gonna start my cut because I'm probably, I don't know, I haven't stepped on a scale either because I don't want to, but I have to be 245 ish, I would say, and I like to normally live around like 210, 215. But for the meat, I've been eating a lot, trying to just put on some weight so that I can pull these numbers I want to pull. So it's intentional, but I'm excited to lose the weight. Everything's starting to fit like shit.
that's awesome.
So I'll be starting soon too. But for me, it's purely caloric. I only look at the calories, and you'll never meet a human being on Earth who ate 1,500 calories a day and didn't lose weight. Who is plus 250 pounds. You'll never see a person who eats 1,500 calories a day and doesn't lose weight. You just won't see it.
About that.
What?
So me and my buddy Big John, and after our fourth year, we were like, we're gonna lose weight. So we went down and we went on the treadmill every day. We started eating healthier, and I forgot how long it was. And I was in chat a little bit ago. I don't know if he still is or not. There's a little while where we were eating the little rice cakes.
Oh yeah.
There was like a week where all he did was eat rice cakes.
Oh my god.
He didn't lose any weight.
How many calories did he eat though?
That, like I said, he would eat like a few rice cakes a day. Like that's it.
But this is my point: is that like
exactly.
when people say things like that, they're not saying how many calories because no one wants to take the time to count the calories.
Well, that's true, but think about it like this as well. Like I said, we were also working out and on the treadmill, so no matter what it was, we were going to be in a deficit anyway.
Maybe. I mean, how many calories do you think you burn on the treadmill for an hour?
For an hour?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's take a look.
I bet it's a lot less than you're about to think that it is. I bet you lose 200. You burn 250 maybe. It's not going to be very much, and that's why I'm saying it right now, dude. If you counted your calories and you ate 1,500 calories a day for 3 months, you would lose So much fucking weight, it'd be insane.
So, running on a treadmill for 30 minutes at an easy pace of 5 miles per hour, a 125-pound person will burn 240 calories, while a 185-pound person will burn about 355. That's over 100 increase for that, and that's a 60-pound weight jump. So if you go to what our size was, which was like 310 and then like 400.
It's not gonna double though.
Are you sure about that? Because it literally gained 100 when you added 60
I don't
pounds.
think so, dude. I don't think so.
A
But this is my
240
other
pound
thing
loss
is,
adds
like-
up to just over an ounce of that. A 355 calorie burn adds up to about that or that. Okay, they're not really fucking helping there with that. See, so it sounds like it's all, but anyways, so
Dude, I challenge you to eat 2,000 calories a day for 1 month. 1 month, count your calories, eat 2,000 a day. And if you don't lose 15 pounds in a month, I'll donate $50 to your stream.
okay.
But you have to be dead ass serious about.
Oh no, I
eating
can't. So you ready?
2,000.
So you ready for this? This is how I can tell. As soon as I click on chicken tikka masala, it comes up and says how many calories are in the meal, in the freshly
Mhm.
meal.
So piece of cake. But you can't cheat. You can't even cheat once, because if you go over 2,000 one time, it's just a slippery slope.
Oh no, I know. What I'm saying though is that it's one of those
For you
things.
to add them up, it'll be easy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm looking right now, and you said 2,000. None of these even come close to 1,000. So, and I only eat 2 of them a day. And then I have a coffee with no sugar, no nothing, just a black coffee. So that's gonna have 0 probably. And then
Yeah,
I'm pretty
so-
sure Sneak has 0 calories in it. So there's gonna be
Yeah.
another 0. So
So as long as you cut out those pizzas midweek, you're good to go.
not true. I could still have a pizza or two.
But if you go over 2,000,
Yeah, exactly. I can still have a pizza or two if I just get right to that 2,000 mark.
oh, absolutely, 100%, 100%.
You know what? So here, I'll do it. I'll do it for next month. I'll do it for the month of September. How about that? We did say a month, right? Like
Yeah, 1 month.
okay, I'll do it for the month of September. Just remind me on the 1st, and I'll be like, all right, cool, here we go.
Dope. You could track it in MyFitnessPal. Have you ever used that?
Is that like an app that you own because it has "pal" at the end of it? Like, what the fuck
No,
is this? Like,
it's actually not. MyFitnessPal is it's just a calorie tracking app. You enter in the food that you eat, and especially if you're eating HelloFresh or what'd you say?
freshly.
I guarantee their meals are already in there. You just click your meal, and you'll put in how many calories you're gonna have a day, and it'll subtract them, and it'll say how many you have left. And every time you enter something, it subtracts.
I'm just so I got a new iPhone recently, so I'm actually looking at the app that I used to use, and they've completely fucking changed this thing up. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, see, Danny uses MyFitnessPal. That's funny. That is this a sponsor?
No one wants to sponsor me, bro.
Dude,
You
I'm
kidding me?
excited. I'm excited to see what happens for real. It's 100% gonna work. There's not a doubt in my mind.
How much did you say I was gonna lose?
You'll lose at least 15 pounds.
At least.
At least.
Okay, so now here's my thing: is that 15 pounds of going to be the water weight, or is that just going to be 15 pounds? Because the first 10 to 20 pounds of every diet or weight loss is always water weight.
Maybe 10. I don't know if I'd say
Nope.
20.
10, 15 to 20.
Mm,
Trust me, for the big boys,
yeah.
you can drop like 30 in the first like month and have it
Well,
just be water.
Is it that we can't measure your fat? I mean, we can't do that. That'd be way too hard. I mean, you could buy a caliper and do all this fucking shit, but even
I feel like
so,
that's just a glorified fat joke that you just said to me. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
that felt like a fat joke.
We can't measure how much fat is on you.
Well, it's not humanly possible. There's no instruments on planet Earth that can measure the amount of fat on you right now. So we
See, that sounds like the way that you just say that with more passion as well. Like that's
that right there would have been the fat joke. What I said the first time is that we don't have the tools. You and I do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm down. I mean, I have nothing to lose. I don't fucking lose anything for this. So,
well, halfway through the month, I will be hating my life as well. So we can be hating life together because I'm going to start a cut as well.
Who
And
says I'm going to be hating life? I get to eat fucking delicious meals. You kidding me?
you're gonna be hating life. Don't lie.
I'm not.
You 100% are. Otherwise, you'd have been doing it the whole time.
No, I won't.
All right.
Because see, now technically now I have something to gain. I have $50 to gain.
You gain $50 if you don't lose the weight.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing though. But I have to actually play by the rules now.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is the thing. How many calories in a slice
400
of pizza? Let's just see. 285 calories.
So boom, you can have
basically a full fucking pizza
in a whole day.
Yeah,
for sure. If that's all you ate.
See, I won't. I'm going to tell you right now, I will not lose weight.
You will. You have to track into MyFitnessPal. Do that.
If I'm eating a full fucking pizza every day to eat it, all right, I'm not fucking going to lose weight.
But this is the thing. So if you say that, but how much are you eating right now? You must be eating a crazy amount if you're not losing weight.
Oh no, I'm not eating. No, so I'll go just today. Okay, of course I can't track the cookie that I had this morning, right? But just today, okay. So chicken tikka masala, 500.
Why can't you track the cookie?
Because they don't have stats for it. Because they're all handmade, special made, specific random ass cookies. Like I can't just say like it's a cookie. Today I had a fall funfetti cookie that's a half pound. Like you want to?
How much would you guess is in that?
Fucking, I don't know. Probably about the same as one of these meals. But so chicken tikka masala, okay, 560 calories for the entire meal.
Right.
And then what did I have for lunch? Oh, I had the due south barbecue beef, butternut mac, and collard greens. That's 640. So that's a little over 1,000.
1,100. I think it's like 1,200, right?
Yeah. And
plus that fucking cookie. That cookie had 800 in it at least.
Oh yeah, is that right? It's weird how you just said 800, right? To make it 2,000. Weird.
Husky, look at that cookie. I guarantee that cookie had over. I'm
telling you, bro. There's physically no way to look that up.
There has to be.
No, there isn't.
Look up so what would be something comparable? Like what kind of cookie?
Here, how many calories in a cookie? And let's see if they do a weight to it. So this just says
shocked.
Okay, so this says 1 cookie 1 ounce. Okay, so let's see how many ounces.
It's gonna be over 1,000. It's gonna be a 2,000 calorie cookie.
Half pound. Okay, so it's 8. So I got to times this bitch by 8. Hold up a second.
No, there's 16 ounces in a pound.
Huh? Yeah. These are half pound cookies.
Half pound.
So 132 times 8 equals 1,056. It was worth every bite.
That's what I'm saying, though. That one little fucking cookie.
But what I'm saying though is that I haven't bought my cookie dealer in almost 3 months.
Right. I know you're not eating those cookies every day, but all it takes is one.
I mean, right now I am, but I mean,
it's all up.
Wait a minute, hold up a second. Now I gotta actually check this. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we're good.
Wait, what did you check?
Well, I have a certain amount of cookies left, and I want to make sure that ran out before September.
Oh, I see. Dude, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to.
Well, so this is the thing is so the way that I used to do my diet when I was on DDP Yoga was that he has a diet plan in the book that I bought, right? And the way that his diet plan is set up is 3 different levels. So of course I was like, cool. What's the most strict one? That's what I'm doing. And basically the whole premise of the weight loss in that was based off of at what rate do foods basically digest, right? So you can't ever mix calories and protein and carbs. That was one of the first big main rules. You don't mix them. If you're going to eat a meal, it's either carbs or it's protein. That's it. So certain days I would have a carb meal for breakfast, so then I could burn it off throughout the day. But then I would have a protein for breakfast, for lunch and dinner. And then you have 2 snacks. You have a mid-morning snack and a mid-afternoon snack. And there's rules to each one of them, so I had everything set up. Everything was down to go. And then eventually I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to eat for 3 meals a day and, 3 proteins a day. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm going to have my biggest protein meal at breakfast, and I can burn it off throughout the day. And I'll have the smallest fucking thing possible for dinner. So, you can go to the store and you can find the special, hot dog sausage things.
Wait, what? Special hot dog sausage things?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the right way of wording it without actually.
Bratwurst?
Kind of like a bratwurst, but they're like flavored, and there's like different versions of them that you can get. So like you can get
Hmm.
like a spinach and like feta, or you can get like turkey sausage, or but they're like this same thickness as like a thick ass broth.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would eat one of those for dinner.
Wieners. You'd eat a
Basically,
wiener
yeah,
from there?
yeah. I'd eat a thick ass wiener for dinner.
Nice. Dainty
Um,
triumph motherfucker? Or... No, I'm just kidding.
no,
Yeah. Oh, I hear you.
but yeah, no. So, but like that was my diet though. At one point, was like I would do that. I would cook my meal the night before. So like I would have like a half pound of steak sirloin, like sirloin steak patties. I would make them up so they had like onions on them, onions, peppers, mushrooms. Put some cheese on that bitch, melt it up, like that sort of thing. Throw it in the fridge, eat it cold the next morning. And then it was like have a fruit in the mid morning, and then I would have lunch. Lunch would normally be like chicken, and
Yeah.
then like the afternoon snack was like I would go to the deli, and I'd be like, what's on sale over this week? And they'd be like, oh, it's the Black Forest ham. I was like, cool, give me a pound of it. So I'd have like 4 or 5 slices of that for like an afternoon snack, and then I'd have the sausage for dinner, and that was it.
That's super low calorie.
Yeah, it was super low calorie, but it was also me hating fucking life.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the difference is now though is that I'm not eating that. I'm eating better though, because I'm actually eating like vegetables, and I'm eating like actual meals, not one fucking wiener. Like,
Right.
but
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to do it.
I was like,
I think
there's a
one
dude,
way
there's a
that...
dude that just ate fucking nothing but well, I think it was Mars bars, but I could be wrong with that. And he lost a ton of weight. And it was
Really?
it was just to show that if you calories in versus calories out, that was his whole thing with it.
Hmm.
It was some sort of
Yeah.
I forgot what candy bar it is. You can look it up online. He ate some sort of candy bar, and that's
I
all he
think I
ate.
did a Pop-Tart diet one time and lost an insane amount.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's the amount of stupid shit. Like, and most college students do a ramen diet and they lose a shit ton of weight too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like an actual diet. It's just that that's the way life works sometimes. But I mean,
Right. They just can't afford anything.
but
Hmm.
I'll definitely like I said, for the month of September, I'll do that. You know, and like I said, if I'm doing it, if I'm gonna do this, I'm literally eating 2 fresh meals a day, and that's it. And then there's gonna be one day a week where I have to actually cook for myself.
Nice. Just to be clear, I don't know if you heard what I said. I said I'd bet $50 that you do lose the weight.
No,
So
no,
like
you
if
said you
you
would
don't,
donate $50. First of all, sir.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nate. If you don't lose the weight.
Oh, I know. It's a win-win. Either I lose weight or I get $50. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, piece of cake. But
Yeah.
you will.
See, that's what you think. But if I'm static like I normally am, I mean, think about it. I stream for like 40 to 50 hours a week.
Did you ever hear my story on how I lost all my weight the very first time and like why I started it? Did I ever tell you
Actually,
that?
I think you've told me why. I don't think you've told me how.
So what happened was this is what happened. I was 16 years old. I weighed 348 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a student teacher in my science class. Student teacher. He was a young dude, and he basically just explained the way fat works and why people get fat. And the reason people get fat is they eat too much. So the way he broke it down, and this just clicked it for me as a kid, was they eat too much energy. So they eat too much energy, which is
Mm-hmm.
calories. So they eat too much calories. Their body isn't able to burn all of that energy quick enough, so it stores the energy for later and it saves it just in case it needs it. And when it
Yep.
saves it in the form of fat.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way to get rid of that stored energy is to eat less energy than your body burns. So when he said that, I was like, oh, so I'm going to go and try to Google how many calories are in a pound of fat. And when I Googled that, it said like, I think it was like 3,000 or something like that. I don't even know if it's true or if you can even measure it, but I think it was like 3,000 calories in a pound of fat. So then I Googled like how much does your body just burn just sitting all day long? If you sat in a room, didn't move a muscle, how many calories would your body burn? Because you burn something just living. And I think it was like 20 something thousand or 20 something hundred. So I was like, oh, so if I eat 500, I should lose like a pound and a half a day. So what I did is I ate 500 calories for 3 months and I lost over 100 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, I ate a tuna fish sandwich every day.
Love it.
or a can of Progressive soup every day.
That's a little
Um,
aggressive.
yeah, I know.
So now,
And
what was that substitute English by any chance?
wait, what was?
You said there was
Uh,
a substitute.
no, that was science class. That was science class.
Yeah, was he English?
Uh, you may have been. I don't remember
So,
honestly.
so in England, the word for calorie is actually energy on food packaging.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's
that's
the amount of
interesting.
energy that the food contains.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah,
random little fact for
yeah, that's interesting.
you.
Cool.
Well, also the other thing as well is that, like, I mean, stress can burn calories, right? Um, being angry can burn calories. Flexing
Mm,
can burn calories. Um,
on them haters.
so if all that, like, all those statements are true that I just made, I'm gonna lose a ton of fucking weight if I play like 3 games of Madden.
You will,
Just
dude.
fucking
Look.
flexing and just getting ragey. And like,
Right. Resting in
um,
the future. Right. Dude,
but yeah, no, I
the
mean,
posting
like I said,
app, yeah.
this is a fucking win-win for me because, like I said, either one, this kickstarts me losing weight, or two, I get $50. Like,
Mhm.
I mean,
Dude, would you wanna do a weight loss bet?
a weight loss. But and see, now you're trying to find a way so you can get money out of this too.
Well, no, I'm trying to find a way that we can both, be happy and lose weight. Because honestly, I struggle with weight loss as well. I fucking hate going on diets. I hate it. And, but the way the bet could be structured is this can be totally private or public, whatever the fuck you want. But basically, we both weigh ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we both pick a number that we want to weigh in 2 months.
Okay.
Um, so we both pick a number. So for me, if I weigh 245 right now, I would say I want to weigh 220
Okay.
or 215 by a set date 2 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't make the weight, if I don't make it to my weight, I have to put the money in the pot. I have to put $50 in the pot or $20 in the pot, whatever the hell we decide on. I have to put $50 in the pot. But if you also don't make your weight, then you have to put 50 in the pot, meaning that we would just cancel each other out. But if you do make weight and I don't, you get my money. Or if vice versa happens, I get your money.
I mean, then this seems like a really easy bet because I'll just wait for you to say what your goal was. Like you said, what, 15 pounds?
Yeah.
So like in 2 months, I'd be like, cool. So I'm gonna go from 360 to 359
Well,
in
I would say no to that though. Then I wouldn't agree.
in 3 months.
So we both have to agree
Done.
though. Look at this fucking cheating bitch. I'm trying to find a way for us to lose some weight together, Husky.
Well, no matter what, statistically, it will be easier for you than it will be for me.
No way. Are you crazy?
Oh yeah. Well, so yes, simply because of my age and the way that my body is right now.
But the thing is that you have so much more weight to lose.
Yeah,
Like,
that is statistically true. Yes, I do have more weight that I can lose. But the other thing is though is that you have a very active lifestyle where you are constantly lifting and you are constantly checking all those things like weight, food, all that. Whereas I have a very much I'm a lazy bum.
you don't have to be though.
See, I don't have to be, but
You love it.
it's more fun.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It would be
Um,
more
no, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I'm definitely in on, um,
the first one.
yeah, and like, of course, if I don't fucking do it, I'll fucking come to your channel and I'll gift a few subs or something. I don't know, I'll fucking do something.
No, you don't
Um,
have to do that. But I just want you to do it and see it work because it will.
oh, I know it will. I mean, like, this isn't the first time of me doing something like this. And sometimes like on and off, like diets and everything is kind of crazy. Also,
Right.
I try as much as I can not to say diet, and I try as much as I can to say health plan these days.
Yeah.
Because remember, everyone, the main word of diet is die, but the main word of health plan is heal.
Words from Husky.
I'm just trying to heal, man. I'm not trying to die.
So,
Right. So that's a ton of information there about the Twitch powerlifting meet, about our personal things, and also random YouTube stuff. So if there is anything else, like I said, I will leave the Twitch. I'll leave your Twitch in the description for you guys to check it out if you want to submit stuff. just check out his channel, check out his Discord. If possible, I'll try and leave a Discord link if I can, as well. If that's okay with you, EatIt.
Absolutely do it.
So then that way, then we can try and get some more people in. Hopefully, some random ass people watching, they're flipping through YouTube shit, finds this and decides, hey, you know what? This sounds cool. Tons of gifts, tons of sponsors. Check it out. I definitely will be checking it out now. Because it sounds like it sounds like it was going to be a fun day. And also, like I said, I might enter myself. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, so moving on. Second topic of the night: homeowner tips. I thought this one was interesting.
Yeah, I was trying to think. So when you were asking me for 3 topics, I was like, "Fuck, I don't know what to say." Because I can talk. Once we're talking and rambling about shit, I can ramble.
Yeah,
we can go all goddamn night long.
Yeah, we just did an hour on the Twitch powerlifting meet.
Yeah, but when you asked me for 3 topics, then I'm like, "Fuck, dude, I don't know." Applesauce, vinegar, and fucking I don't know.
I forgot what it was. One of my friends said something like that. When I first asked him, I was like, what topics do you want to do? And he said something along the lines like bitches, beer, and something else. I was like, don't test me. I was like, don't test me. I was like, we'll do a whole podcast on just that. I don't give a fuck.
Right. So then I started. So when you asked me those 3, I was like, what the hell is the main things I do right now? And I was like, oh, I'm constantly fucking doing something around the house.
That's cool. That's cool that you fucking because that's the whole idea of this is it's based off of the person, right? Because I don't do much of anything around my house, or my apartment, I should say. So I thought this was kind of cool. So homeowner tips. So what is something that you are currently working on right now?
So right now, just yesterday, Lowe's. I went up there and got a sheet of wood to rebuild my workbench out in the garage because it's pretty tattered. It was there since I bought the house. So right now I am gonna refinish the top of the workbench. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna put a new piece of birch on the top, nice piece of birch, and then I was actually thinking about staining it and then building a. Have you ever seen these epoxy tops? Where people will pour this epoxy in there and do swirls and shit.
Oh yeah, I've seen that stuff. Yeah, they have it on randomly. You'll be scrolling down through fucking Facebook and you see 3 of them pop up.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that.
That's cool.
The top of the workbench, which would be sick. If I do, I'll be posting pictures in the Discord. But so yeah, that's the current project I'm working on. It's definitely gonna start with a new piece of wood, but I mean that's pretty basic. What else do I got going on? But what I wanted to say is buying a house. That is something I definitely did not expect. Is the amount of shit that has to get done.
So the only reason why I know kind of how much shit goes into it, and I said kind of know, is because my dad is the co-owner of the apartment block that I'm in.
Oh, no shit. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm constantly having to let in the guys that do the work. I'm constantly talking to my dad about stuff because if he passes, when he passes, then it goes to my mom. When my mom passes, then it goes to me. It's that's how it's written in
okay.
So I then become so he's making sure that I know what's going on and everything. I know who to talk to. I know all this, that. So and here's one that I don't know if you know or not. I almost bought a house a few years ago. So.
That's cool. No, I didn't know that. That's awesome. What happened? Or would have been awesome.
So this was before I was streaming. This was back when I was still coaching. There was a house up by my grandparents' house that was $25K.
Oh, holy shit!
2-story house, has a jacuzzi on the second floor. 2-bathroom. I think it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms on the second floor.
Jeez.
A patio, a little yard, very small basement. I think there was a main living room area, and then I think there was 2 rooms on the first floor as well, and a kitchen. This was a fucking huge house. The problem was, though, is 1, it smelled like dog piss. 2, like I just said, there's a jacuzzi on the fucking second floor in the middle of a room.
Oh my god.
One of the rooms had "Welcome to Hell" and "Die Motherfucker Die" carved into it on the door.
Fuck.
Yes, and then when I went in, there was just like red shit painted all over the wall and everything. Like not design, like not like symbols or anything, just like random, just like red splatter on the wall. And I'm just kind of like, this is fucking weird. Like, um, the guy that does a lot of the stuff for the building, I actually called him and I was like, look, I was like, I don't know if you're busy or not. Can you swing by real quick and take a look at this with me, like that sort of thing. And
Mm-hmm.
he swung by, he took a look and everything, and like we kind of walked together, walked around, and like talked about like what would need to be fixed, what would need to be not fixed, you know, how like living would be while doing it, like that sort of thing.
Right.
And basically what it came down to was he was like you could he's like I don't think I've seen a house that you can fully fix up for 85K total.
Mm.
And he's like, but the problem is you would be living in your living room for the first year and a half.
Damn.
Because you're constantly be like you're okay, we're gonna work on this room, and for 2 months you'll work on just getting that room done. So you'll be
Right.
living in your living room. No other room will be, you know, livable at that point because you're just gonna be working on everything. And like it was that along with it really like I feel like when you find your house that you want, and you might be able to test this, like you see it and you're like, that's my house. Kinda.
Yeah. Well, the thing is especially for a starter house, like the very
Mm,
first house, I knew that this isn't where my end game is going to be. So when I saw this house, I was like, this thing's cool. It could work for a little bit. You know, I personally wanted to fixer upper.
mm,
Maybe not to the extent of what you were just describing, but you know, like my house, the bathroom had to be redone. It was so fucking dated. Pink tile, pink tub, pink toilet. The whole thing was fucking pink. So I gutted that all out before actually moving in, and you know, redid all the tile on the floor, and then tile in the shower, obviously a new tub, toilet, vanity, the whole nine. And I did all that myself before actually moving in. Um, so yeah, I don't know. When I saw this house, I didn't think, you know, this is my. Yeah, you know what? I didn't think that. Now that I'm thinking about back to it, because when I bought this house, it was a seller's market, meaning that so many people were trying to buy a house.
mm.
So every time a house would go on the market, within 2 days, sold,
That's
sold, sold,
crazy.
sold, sold. It was so fucking fast. So when I saw this one, I was like, um, put in an offer immediately. You know what? I'm not even sure if I came and looked at it yet. Um, I think I did. I think I came looked at it the same day it went up, put an offer in, and had to accept it, which was cool. But this house was a short sale, meaning that the owner of the house had to, um, she owed more than she was selling it for. So basically,
Mm.
when she does that, she has to ask the bank if they're okay with that. And she's obviously going to eat the other 20 grand or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And the banks can drag their feet on something like that. And it took them literally a full year to the day before I was able to move in. Full year I waited living in an apartment. So yeah. But overall it was so worth it. I love this house. Well, I don't know if I'd say I love it, but it's good enough. I got a basement and
It's good enough.
yeah.
But like
It's
that's my
been
thing is
for
that
5 years, and I'm ready for something different.
like I looked at it and like I was like, okay, this is a cool looking house. I was like, is it what I want? It's 2 story. That's one of my big ones. Is I've always lived in a 2 story house,
Oh,
so I want a
okay.
2 story house. Like that's my big um big number one, I guess, kind of thing.
That's
Um,
interesting.
the basement was like I was like fully crouched over in the basement, so
Oh, it's one
immediately
of
I
those.
I was like, this kind of sucks, you know.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is like, yeah, like I was like, Dan, because the guy's Dan, the guy that I brought over. I was like, Dan, I was like, how much would it be to take the jacuzzi out? He's like, why would you want to take it out? You get some girls up here, get some drinks up here, and I'm like, I was like, okay, Dan, let's get real. Let's get real for a moment, okay?
Right.
I was like, how much do you think, how much of a pain in the dick would it be to get this out? And he's like, oh, this is gonna easily be the biggest nightmare of the whole fucking thing.
Really?
Yeah, because it's one of those things where like it was on the second floor. I was like having to walk kind of sideways up the stairs.
Right.
So just
So
like breaking it down, taking it out, because it's one of those things where you don't want to just break it down into pieces. You want to try and get that fucking thing out in one piece, so then you can sell it. You can resell it. And that was
right.
the whole like thing that we were talking about. And it's just like, yeah, no, this isn't gonna fucking work. But like at the end of it, I was just like, you know what? I was like, nah, I'm good. Like I was like, I'll stay in an apartment. Every now and then, I look at houses. I'm currently doing that right this second while I look, while I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. Like I don't know if I want to fucking stay where I am right now. Anyway,
Oh, like that state?
yeah.
Oh, well. Where are you thinking about going?
Anywhere that isn't this shithole.
Huh.
Something kind of like that.
Damn. Well, Michigan's lovely. No, Michigan's probably pretty similar to Vermont, I would think.
Probably, but I mean,
Summers, the whole
there's
nine.
there's a lot of I don't know. It's one of those things like it's one of those things for like it's kind of a topic for another day. But it's one of those things where when I was coaching, like I kind of everything was easy and I had like a plan. And
Right.
like this was the plan, this is what we're doing. Like there is no fucking second plan. Like this is it. And then that went away, and now I'm streaming and I'm working, and it's just like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
I feel like you're in a fucking circle almost.
It's like there's days when there's literally like I like I said I'm fucking always open about talking about anything. There's literally days where I kind of freak out because I don't know what I'm doing in my life anymore.
Dude, I bet that would be fucking terrifying, dude. I could not imagine not having a plan.
Oh, I
You know,
don't.
that would
That's the thing
be
is like so if you want to hear how scary my fucking plan is right now, I live paycheck to paycheck.
right.
I now have a savings. This the only fucking positive that's come out of this whole COVID thing is I actually have a savings account now.
Mm,
It's not a whole lot, but it's more than it's ever been before. Let's put it like that. So that should.
right.
But I work. I live paycheck to paycheck. I have everything planned out to basically the dollar. So if I
But
do,
dude, that's not just you. That's like fucking 60% of
Mhm.
Americans maxed out fucking credit cards, living paycheck to
I don't have
paycheck.
paycheck. I don't have credit card.
Well, that's good. That's a huge step. Well, that's good and bad. I don't know. I'm a big proponent of credit cards. I have like fucking 6 of them.
See, I'm
But
not because like I like for instance, like as of right this second, if I go to my Amazon cart, I have 7 items for $166, and I have about 30 different wish lists.
holy shit.
So if I
Yeah.
had a credit card, it would be big. It'd be bad news bears for me because I'll just be
You
buying
wouldn't be able to contain
constantly.
yourself?
Hmm?
You wouldn't be able to
No,
contain yourself?
no, I know I
Oh.
won't. It's the same. It's the same thing with a lot of things with me. It's like when I started chewing.
Oh.
Like I quit fucking 20 times.
Yeah.
And I was still doing it. It's there's addiction runs in my family, so no matter what it is it's kind of one of those things where not only is it a physical kind of addiction, but it's also just kind of like a mental one as well to an extent. Because like if we get into like for instance when I get into doing stream stuff, I'm fucking like I'm in.
Mm.
Right, like yesterday, I was bouncing between being on stream and then getting off stream to upload videos to YouTube and then getting back on stream, and I did that from 1 until about midnight.
Jesus, dude.
Like,
Hey, have you ever thought about producing somebody's uh so interesting idea came along the other day for me. I'm sorry to shift gears like super
no, no,
hard, but
no, go ahead.
something up. But so I have a friend, Killer Panda. She hangs out in my chat, and
Great name.
yeah, she's awesome. She started producing her friend's Dungeons and Dragons stream.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Basically, she every week she does like a recap of everything that happened that's currently going on in the D&D world that they're living in,
Hmm.
and she you know what? That's about the extent of what I know she fucking does. She's pretty good, though. And she loves producing it so much so that she's thinking about moving to LA and trying to become a producer. And I was kidding around with her. I was like, "Hey," I was like, "You should produce my fucking stream." I was like, I was half kidding. But really, like the more I started to think about it afterwards, like
Yeah, why
to
not?
have somebody lining up topics for me and watching the videos and editing clips because so much funny shit happens in my stream. I just suck at
Oh yeah, no, I mean
editing it all.
and that's the thing is like I've talked about it before.
There's an art to
Yeah, and it's like and I've talked about it before. Like I'm a one man show. Like everything, literally everything that you see, I do myself.
that. Mm-hmm.
I do all my overlays, other than the basic overlay. I do all of the logos, the writing, all of that is pre-made on a different website. All of my intros, all of my outros, all of my YouTube stuff I do every day. My uploads to Twitter and Instagram I do every day by myself. Like no one else does it. Like
Yeah, dude, that's a lot of work you're putting in.
oh yeah, and then at the end of the year, beginning of the new year, I always do. Well, I started it last year. I do 12 highlight videos every day. And the highlight videos are the best clips of the previous year with different categories.
Dude, you're a fucking animal.
So to give you an idea with that though, like as of right now, right this second, without these 3 folders that I have here that have just random clips from YouTube videos I've made, I have 635 Apex clips that I'm gonna have to go through at the end of the year.
Wow.
So much. to make a 15 to 20 minute highlight video for 2020 that I'm gonna get maybe 7 views on. Like
yeah.
But so it's that plus then also it's finding free music I can use on YouTube, which is always kind of fun, but at the same time then it's a pain in the dick trying to figure out what to use and what not to use.
Right.
So that's just for one video, and I have 12 of them.
Dude, you're fucking crazy. You have such a obviously a super addictive personality. That's what
I'm saying, bro. Like when I'm in, I'm in. Like
yeah.
I mean, like I was talking because I got on stream earlier today to do I'm doing a coffee review and cookie reviews. I was talking with one of my buddies, Big John. We were talking about stuff, and I was talking about possibly doing a Madden franchise on the YouTube channel. And I was saying the only way I would feel comfortable doing it is if I could upload a video once every other day. Because I feel like then it's a very easy way to keep people invested, keep them involved, keep the story going, like that sort of thing that I basically make up myself, but gets people involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I said that, and then I started looking at it and like how much effort and work that would fucking take.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if it's every other day, that's like 15 days. So that's a full season. So basically I'd have to play a full season every month.
Damn.
Which is easy to do when you sit down and just play Madden. It can be very easy to do. But when you fucking hyper rage like I do,
right?
Like I'm taking years off my life doing that. Like,
yeah, and it's just time. It's just so much time to produce a video every other day.
I'm telling you right now, and it's one of the things that I've said it. I say it a few times on stream. Kind of just say it, and then it just kind of goes on like as like a passing comment. But like I wake up, I find out what clip I'm going to use for the day. I send it to my phone. I go to work, and then as soon as I get home, it's stream stuff until I go to bed.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, there's times when there's times when like when I get off stream, of course there are times when I'll just watch like YouTube stuff or I'll watch like HBO Max or like right now I've been watching Death Note.
Don't lie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In the fifth. He's like watch HBO Max, Cinemax.
Yeah.
Fuzzy porn.
But
channel 64.
There's days when I'm really happy about stuff, and then there's days when it's just like I just don't want to talk to anyone. Don't fucking message me. Don't nothing. I'm fucking just done. Like I'm done with all this shit, sort of thing.
I think it's like that with everything, though.
Oh yeah, of course.
That I mean, even myself, I have days like that. Everyone has those days. If you don't have those days, you're not human. I don't think. But
true.
As long as you're happy majority of the time, that's legit.
Oh, yeah, well, it's
what fucking matters.
It's funny because like it was one of the things that my dad said to me, and it was weird because I wasn't expecting my dad to say it to me. But he said it was, I got done coaching, and like that fucking stung, and I went to streaming, and after the first like half a year of me streaming. Like, I think it was, like, a little bit after the draft. So, like, once I got affiliate, once stuff started kind of rolling and became a little bit more natural doing all this, like, he said to me at one point, he's like, I don't think I've seen you this happy in years.
Oh, that's dope.
He just randomly said it one day. And, like, as of right now, like it's one of those things where he asks me how the stuff on the channel is going. He like I did an unboxing that you're gonna love here. I should have brought it up when we were talking about food earlier. It's called Magic Spoon.
Mm-hmm.
It's keto friendly cereal.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, I got the video is gonna be uploaded on Wednesday.
Oh nice.
But you'll have to check it out. It's $40 for 4 boxes, but it's the aspect of you being able to eat cereal while also being on a keto diet. It's that sort of thing.
That's dope.
So I did a full review to that, and the only reason why I did that is because my dad brought it up. My dad was like, "Hey, I'm gonna buy this thing." He's like, "Do you think you can do a video for it?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I fucking can. Like, yeah, let's rock and roll." You know.
That's great, especially those buzzy things like that, like buzzword type things like keto cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody's thinking about that and they're like, "Huh, I wonder what people think about this keto cereal." You know, your fucking thing, and then
Yeah.
this fucking guy's eating it.
I mean, like people have heard my dad's voice because I like call him on the phone every now and then while I'm on stream. Like he recently like came into the stream because like we had Pest Pro come by. It's all part of the apartment thing. But he came in and of course I'm playing with my college buddies, so my dad knows them. So I literally just gave him the headset and I moved the mic over, and he literally just started talking to him like it was nothing, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those things. Like, you know, it's like, am I happy with more of the streaming stuff I'm doing? Yes, I think this is a little bit more of where I should have gone career wise when I was in college. Honestly, is like communications, you know, media, like that sort of thing.
Right.
Of course, I didn't.
College.
No, I didn't.
You don't know
Exactly. Like my whole thing in college was like, I don't want to be sitting in a chair all day.
Right.
and now I stream for like 10 to 13 hours most days, you know.
Yeah. No, I definitely respect the hustle, dude. I see how much work you put into it. I'm like, dude, that's a maniac. I love it.
But so going back to what you were saying though about friend there who likes producing stuff. I've thought about it before, and I've thought about and I've said on stream where it's like, wouldn't it be cool if I could just have someone that does this for me, you know? Like,
right. Wait, does what?
Like clips stuff, makes videos, does all that, like does it for me.
Damn, dude, it'd be so awesome.
Because like for instance, yesterday was DC fandom. And we're like completely off topic now, everybody, just so y'all know.
That's the thing, like the wannabe Marvel thing. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Okay. So DC fandom was a 24-hour event. And it was they had a schedule, and it was just constant news. Like, this is what's coming up in DC. So like it showed a brand new Wonder Woman trailer that showed Cheetah, like all this different stuff. But so I was streaming it, and I was having to get off of stream, download, make, and upload videos, upload them to YouTube, and then get back on stream, hoping that I didn't miss one of the big events. So I had to like time everything out, and like while I was doing that, I think Charles was in my chat. I said to him, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I had someone that was just doing this and uploading this for me while I'm still streaming? So like I'm streaming this, but they're in a different location. They take the highlight down, they make the video, they upload it while I'm still live, and I don't miss a single fucking beat.
Dude, yeah, that would be heaven.
But of course, that's a big time sort of, in my mind, that's like a big time thing to be able to do shit like that. So
my bigger thing would be like that sounds like your biggest time suck. But for me, what I would really like is just to have somebody lay out the topics of the day that I can touch on while I'm streaming. So whenever there's like a lull, because my stream really is just chatting.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I've been seeing you and just chatting a little bit more these days. I'm not going to lie to you.
I've been just switching over and just fucking calling it a day on, because the fitness and health category is deader than a fucking, I don't even know. It's so dead. It's disgusting. You look at it right now, and there's probably
I literally wanted to see. Is it sports and fitness, right?
It's called sports and health now. They switched it and took the sports out of it.
Oh, it's fitness and health. There we go.
Oh, is that what it is?
Fitness and health. So there's 133 viewers.
What the fuck? No one's finding me there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was also the point of pitching to Twitch is try to build up the category because it's dead as hell.
I mean, and that makes sense. It's it's like, does this gamer get swole day 13 of 90? Like,
boring. I shouldn't say that. I don't know who it is. Maybe I know who it is. But
no, I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, it looks like the number one dude isn't even like working out. It looks like he might be eating something.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
And
so minus that guy, they got what? 20 viewers?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
It's nothing. So for me to stream in here, I'm never gonna get discovered. So I just said, fuck it. I'm switching over to just chatting for a bit. We'll see how it goes.
I don't blame you, man. I really don't blame you. I mean, it's one of those things. Like I go just chatting more now these days at certain points, just because it's like, I'm literally just talking to my friends, and that's it. Like, we're not even fucking playing games. So I'm like, fuck it, and I just put on just chatting, and I get random people showing up. Like,
right. And that's like, and especially with my gym, the way it looks, is it's pretty clickbaity. You're scrolling through and you're like, where the fuck is this guy?
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like I get a lot of people coming in and asking, like, is this your gym? And yeah, I mean, building the gym and making it the way it is, that's another thing that a lot to do with like fucking owning a house is, like that basement, when I bought it, it was a fucking shit show. I think I had asbestos flooring that I had to remove myself because I wasn't going to pay somebody to do it. I may see effects of that 40 years from now. Who knows? To be determined.
To be determined.
But yeah, that's the kind of shit with homeowner is like owning a home is having to take care of a lot of those things. It's pretty cool that your dad owns an apartment complex, so he's basically a landlord for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's something that's always been a dream of mine is to own rentals.
Yeah, so I know the in and outs of a lot of this stuff just because. Like,
so he probably has like, do you know like his whole like screening tenant process and shit like that?
Oh yeah,
are you involved with that or some of it, anyways?
Yeah, I know. I know of it. I don't do a lot of it, but I know of it, like that sort of thing.
That's cool. Yeah, passive income like that is really the game. That's the game. But yeah, I guess for homeowner tips, I don't really know if I have much else to say. I know there really wasn't much,
Well, like what are some tips? Like if someone's looking to buy a house, like that sort of thing, or they're looking to rent or whatever, like what are some tips that you have for the people, like that sort of thing?
Well, if you're looking to buy a house, I know something that stops a lot of people from buying a house is just being like intimidated of the whole fucking process. I mean, it's not like going to Champs and picking up a pair of sneakers, buying a house is a lot more involved, but really getting a good realtor that you jive with and get along with and don't mind calling at whatever time to ask a question, that's really important. And a realtor is somebody who you can really lean on super heavily and ask all your questions to. So really getting a realtor is step one to buying a house. But yeah, then as you're looking for a house, I guess some of the things you're thinking about are, how much work do you want to do? If you want to buy a fixer upper and flip it, make a few, maybe not even flip it, but fix up a house, get a house at a great deal. Like you were saying, like 25,000 and put, 60 grand into it over the next 6 years, making it into exactly what you want. Yeah, that's definitely something you do, but you just really have to determine if you want to work on a house or not. If you're not handy, that's fine. You can just totally, buy something completely done, which I think my next house will be completely done now that this one's just about finished. And I'm over working on shit like that. But you learn a lot of shit along the ways. You gather a lot of cool tools. I mean, I can fucking do anything in a house at this point, which is nice. Saws and tile saws and wet tile saws and I don't know.
Basically just everything and anything that you need.
Right.
That's cool. I mean,
that's pretty much it. I guess I wish I had more to say about the homeowner tips, but
I don't really have much questions because as you know, no, I'm not a homeowner. So here, how about this? What is a big, like, what is a mistake that or you've seen, like that sort of thing? Like we talked about some positives. What's like a negative, like a mistake or something that?
One big mistake is like, and this isn't just buying a house, but I mean, a house definitely falls into it, is just like living above your means. I mean, that's fucking with everything, is like, you definitely don't want to get involved in a house. If that's actually something, I'm sorry, I'm totally shifting.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, what I wanted to say was, renting and buying. Like,
Yeah.
some people would rather rent than buy, and that's simply because either A, they don't know if they're gonna be able to afford it one day. Because if you buy a house and it's $1,200 a month, you're stuck with that for 30 years.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna foreclose and lose fucking everything and fuck up your credit. So that can definitely be a negative to it, but. Cutting grass, massive negative. Sometimes you could rent a condo or something and never have to cut the grass or deal with any of that kind of shit.
Just find some random kid. Hey, kid.
Yeah, hey kid, here's $10. Cut my grass. That used to be a hustle when I was a kid, for sure. I cut so much grass.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a hustle anymore or not. It might be, but I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I mean, for me, I it's one of those things where at least like when you get done paying, you own the house versus just like you're paying into nothing without with renting. That's kind of one of the other things I've kind of.
Yeah, and you can pay it off quicker too. If you sign a 30-year mortgage, you can always pay towards the principal. So like my house will be paid off when I'm 40. I think it's 41 or 42. The house will be completely paid off.
God damn, that's like 10 years from now for me. Yeah. Jesus fuck.
It's almost fucking 10 for me too. I'll be 28 or 29 this year.
Oh yeah, okay, young buck, calm down.
But yeah, so that's pretty exciting. If you pay a little bit towards the principal, a little bit goes a long ways too. Even extra $200. I mean, you can shave 7 years off.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I'm doing with my college loans right now, is because all of them got put on like a hold sort of thing because of COVID.
Right.
So if you like you don't have to pay until like this date, and it's like, but if you do pay it, we'll just take it right off the top.
No interest.
No interest. No nothing. Just right off.
Oh, that's sick.
So I was like, cool. I'm just gonna keep paying then, and like by the end of this, like, because I think it was like 4 months. I was like, by the end of this, I'll have like $1,000, like just taken right off the top. I was like, that'd be fucking kind of crazy, like.
Right.
But all right. So moving on to the final topic of the night, where we continue to just randomly veer off because we see a butterfly.
Right.
It's one of the reasons why I love doing this with you, is because it was just like out of nowhere. It's like there's a butterfly, and then we're over here somewhere and we're talking about cats.
Is it like this with everyone?
With some people, yes. With some people it is, and with some people, like, it's very just like these are the fucking topics. Like,
I see.
Sometimes those ones can get really boring.
Yeah, it's tough. Not everyone's made for it, but we both spend so much time streaming. This is completely natural.
Okay, so the final topic of the night is my life as a.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
I honestly don't fucking know. But the fact.
What do you think I do?
I mean, I know that you fucking shake your ass for money on Twitch. Well, earlier you were saying about how making deals is kind of something that you do. Right. And I know, like
buying and selling weights and shit on Craigslist.
Well, yeah, no, but then also I know for a fact that I've either heard you talk in your chat or we have talked about, like the business that you work for, but we've never actually really touched on it. I know you work for a business because one of the things we were talking about was the whole COVID thing at one point, and the unemployment.
Yeah. So what I do is I help manage a manufacturing company.
Okay.
So we make I don't know,
dildos.
Yes, we make we make they're massive dildos made out of metal.
Wow. It's aggressive.
It is aggressive, but it's not.
Is there a spark warning?
We have a very nice finish on our dildos. They're very smooth. And we actually put a heat unit in the center to warm so it's not cold.
Oh. Hear that, ladies?
Hear that, ladies?
Try to keep them pussies warm.
Gotta keep them warm. It's important. Nothing. Never mind. I must have went way too far. Wet and cold. It wouldn't have been good.
I was thinking about saying something like that too. Oh fucking A. How have I not been canceled yet?
No, but I make parts out of metal.
So what sort of
So
parts? Like, are we talking like computer parts? Are we talking car parts? Like,
yeah, it's pretty vague. That's part of the thing that I kind of want to be vague about is
okay,
what we actually manufacture.
fair enough.
They're basically just imagine like a transmission unit. So like imagine an engine on your car,
Okay.
basically. Um, so everything's made out of metal castings. So what I did was multiple things. When I first started at the company, I learned to set up and program CNC machines, primarily mills. I don't know if you know the difference between like a mill and a lathe.
A little bit because I did. I was gonna do CNC when I was in high school, and then I didn't.
Should have did, dude. There is not enough of CNC machinists right now, and I'm constantly trying to find quality CNC machinists. And if I find somebody who is anywhere near our age that is good, dude, I'm snatching them up and I'm paying them big bucks right now because I can't find everyone's so fucking old. Everyone's 55 plus that are worth a fuck and they're all ready to retire and they can't teach anybody because there's no young kids our age wanting to learn this
And
crap.
that's the big problem with the fucking world right now is that everybody has these fucking grandiose schemes of like I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that, and it's like, bro, we need like electricians, we need fucking plumbers, we need
Machinist. I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna have run this shit one day. Honestly, I started looking at robotics. I had a guy come out and quote me on a robotic system to automatically load and unload parts with a
hey.
massive.
So
But
you're so you heard it first, ladies and gentlemen. Eat It Pal is for Skynet.
100%. I'm gonna have to. I can't find people.
I'm gonna have
No.
to.
So I learned to set up and program CNC machines. Plugging in XY coordinates, different feeds and speeds, which means like how quickly a tool will move across the part,
Mm-hmm.
how many times it will spin per revolution, to cut the metal. So I learned how to do all that at first for the first probably a couple of years. I shouldn't say learn all that. I was a fucking baby. I know enough to get by. I could program something. Like right now, I'm actually making weights. Um,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
yeah, I'm making 2.5 pound, 5 pound, and 10 pound because those are the cheapest. But it cost me like $350 for the material, and yeah, they're totally not going to be worth it. Like it would never make sense for me to resell these because they're probably going to cost like $4 a pound once that's all said and done. But they will be completely custom to me and they're going to be awesome. I'm excited about it. But yeah, so that was the first couple years there, learning the program and set up CNC machines. And then I moved into more of an engineering role where, because that's what I really went to school for was engineering. So working in SolidWorks and AutoCAD. I don't know if you're familiar with those programs, but basically making a blueprint, dimensioning the part that
I was gonna say
you.
I've heard of CADs before.
Yeah, CAD. So basically modeling a part in 3D in SolidWorks and then making a 2D version of it on a piece of paper and dimensioning each of the dimensions that are important with the hidden lines and whatnot and center marks. But yeah, so then I started doing that, reverse engineering parts for the company while at the same time doing quality control. So basically checking the machinist when they set up a part, it's a brand new part, and then they'll measure all the holes and they'll bring it to me. And basically I was doing a double check and I'll tell them if it was good to run or not. This is pretty long-winded. And then after that, now I am up front in the front office, basically helping manage the entire company as far as from everything from handling, working with the accountant to make sure, helping her with any issues she has, finding an accountant because the person who was there for a long time recently retired. So I had to find a new gal to take her spot. And just working with her, answering all of her questions, day-to-day things. Right now doing yearly reviews for everyone, trying to help give everyone a pay increase. In times like this, it's sort of tough, but people are starting to complain about it. Everyone wants a raise. But yeah, just really putting out fires now. That's kind of what I do. I'm kind of like
You're the man.
I'm the fucking boss. I help run the whole
That's
show.
cool, man. That's cool.
So
I knew you were higher up. I didn't like know it was that. That's really cool
yeah.
though.
Mm-hmm.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, there's a lot of day-to-day issues, doing shit like that is not it's a lot. It can become stressful for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like I'm like even though so where I work, we're let's see, there's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. There's eight of us
Mm,
in the business. So I'm like the shipping manager, but I'm also the only one that's in the shipping department. Like, you know, um, so like yeah, that shit can be
yeah, when there's a
definitely
shipping
stressful.
issue, they go to you. I'm assuming.
They go so that's my so I work with my dad. My dad is was one of my bosses.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
and he's the head of like the entire like in-house operations. So if there is a
Mhm.
shipping problem, it goes to him, and then he gives it to me, like that sort of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Do you like working for a family business?
it's okay. It definitely has its moments. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Um, but then also it doesn't. Like there's been times where, let's see, I've ran through three assistants now.
yeah.
And after the last one, I actually heard someone under their breath, like mutter something about like like oh like it's the only reason why Colin's still around sort of thing is because my dad works like my dad's a higher up like that sort of thing.
Ugh.
Yeah, so like there's always that where it's like it's like he's always playing favorites and my dad doesn't. Like I said, like my dad doesn't play favorites at all.
I can see
Um,
where that'd be really frustrating, where people think that you're fucking getting favoritism, but it's just like, hey, fuckhead, I'm
mhm.
pulling that as well as you are.
Oh yeah,
You
I mean it's one of those things where it's like and it's also that other thing where it's tough is that like so there's four guys and four girls, but the girls run basically all the actual like items aspects of stuff and like marketing and pushing stuff.
Mm,
So that can be very frustrating too because like I'll bring an idea that I have to up and it won't ever get used
right.
and they'll just like run it off as like it's a stupid idea and because they're all like one of the ladies is so one of the girls is a godfather of the boss um and then one of the other ladies is the mom of the kid that's dating the goddaughter. um
Jesus.
One of the guys is like the best friend of the boss and then there's the boss, so like that little clique sort of thing, no matter what happens they always stick right together.
Yep. 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 Yep.
And it's just like so for me, um it's annoying because like we'll get in an item and it's green, right? Sells pretty well. And then like a month or two later or like a year later or whatever, the exact same item comes by, but this time it's forest green.
Oh.
And it's like they're fucking like clapping, applauding each other, pats on the back. You did a great job of, making such a brand new thing.
Oh my God.
And I'm sitting
So
there like, fuck off. And like I've had a plan. I have an idea that I've tried pushing, and the last few times I've tried pushing it, like they won't fucking budge, and they won't. It's like, oh, that's too much work. Oh, that won't sell. And I'm like, it will. I was like, you guys are just fucking idiots and don't understand this.
Hmm.
And I was like, it will
Yeah,
sell.
it's definitely frustrating when you work with a group, because we also have a group of employees who are all family. Like they're
Mm,
all fucking related. There's probably about five of them, and they don't stick to each other's side completely, but they do. They're out fucking having lunch breaks together
mm,
and all these things. So they're fucking talking.
yeah.
Um, but I definitely know what you're saying as far as like, being one of the higher ups son. I'm sure it's difficult to well, it's just tough earning respect from people because they constantly think what you were saying, that they you have the job or the
Oh yeah.
position or
Well, the way that I always put it is they just see me as a packing monkey. That's the way that I've always worded it, is because that's literally all it is. Meanwhile, I see the trends, I see what's going in, I see what's going out, I see what's being reordered, and I see what's not being reordered. And
Mhm.
like it's one of those things where I'm of a young age. I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter. I'm always online. I know Like what's hot and what's not. Like I'm not this.
Right.
You know, it's not like they're magically looking in a crystal ball. You know, like oh, what's gonna be hot this month in jewelry? It's like nah, bro. Like what's hot right now? Like period. Like. And it's just like it's just dumb, stupid shit that they do. Like the new thing right now is they're doing a lot of like pentagram stuff. Like we have a cat that's yelling with a pentagram on his head. That's like a nipple and a belly button, and like like I'm just sitting there looking at this, and I'm like, this looks like fucking shit.
Who's buying that kind of shit?
There's people out there that do.
So do you guys sell to like the end user, or do you guys sell to retailers?
We sell to retailers. We
Oh,
sell.
okay.
There's two huge companies. I won't name them. There's two
That's
big name companies that I personally ship stuff to and deal with. And then there's a third that I don't have to. Thank fuck. After reading their rules. But yeah, no, it's just it's annoying because, like I said, like I have ideas, and I rarely push my own ideas. And of course, the jewelry world is a fucking foreign world to me, right? Like you would never look at me and be like, "Oh, that guy's into jewelry."
I would never guess.
Yeah, but I know fucking more than you would ever think that I should know. You know.
We gotta get you some ice on your wrist, dude.
So what?
Some ice?
No, man. Well, I have one chain. I have one chain that I wear daily, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then normally on my wrist is a hair tie these days. But no. So my big push to them was why aren't we trying to get into the video game industry?
Oh, jewelry for video gamers?
Yeah.
All right, packing monkey. I'm gonna need you to simmer down.
Exactly. Right. That's basically what I'm told, bro. They're like, oh, that stuff won't sell. No one wants to buy that stuff. And I'm sitting there like, cool. And then like I immediately go and I like bring out my phone and I'm like, cool. I was like, I just want to tell you what you just said to me. And I click on it and I'm like, okay, just so you know, like there's 132,000 people watching League of Legends. That's not playing, that's just watching it. The amount of League of Legends random little jewelry things that we could make and have copyrighted and like, do for League of Legends that are just like nipple rings or earrings or belly button rings. And I was like, we wouldn't have to create a single fucking design because they come up with everything. We would just have to fucking be the third party.
Don't you have to license that shit from the companies though?
Oh, of course, that's why we take a business plan to them.
I see.
But name the last time you saw like a Super Mario fucking jewelry.
Yeah.
You're telling me that someone wouldn't wear a fucking little Super Mario mushroom as an earring or a belly button ring?
For sure would.
I mean, like what? Like Apex, the charms, the Apex characters, Valorant charms, the characters. Like there's Fortnite, the amount of fucking Fortnite stuff, and this is the stuff that I bring up, and I'm just like you just said. Okay, pack a monkey, calm the fuck down. Like
right.
Like the first one I did, like the first one I did was Overwatch and WoW. That was the first one that I was trying to push because I was like, how many fucking people play WoW and Overwatch? Like, I mean, Overwatch is slowly dying now, but like World of Warcraft has been around for how fucking long? Like,
yeah, but I wonder how hard it is to get a company to license that shit. Is that difficult?
You have to have a meeting. You have to like fully go through like this would be our plan. Then you have to get the licensing to do it. So, like, for some companies, they want like $500,000 for a meeting.
Are you fucking kidding me? They want $500,000 for
I'm pretty sure one of the companies we tried to talk to, it was either $500,000 or $250,000. And I was like, that's just have the meeting.
Wow.
I'm sitting there and I heard that and I'm like, oh, that's dumb. Okay.
Wow.
So
those
like
guys must be getting pitched. You know how many ideas they must be getting fucking pitched if they're saying $500,000 for a meeting?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like they're literally weeding out the things. So of course, it's probably not all companies, but the one that we were going after, that was like the thing. And I saw that and I was like fuck me. All right, well, but like the other thing as well that I was saying was that like, and this is, especially with the video game industry, it's nerds. First of all, we all accept it, but like we're very skeptical of people trying to come in and like rip us off.
Oh, for sure, scammers are big. I mean,
so that was my thing. Was like with a little bit of with me like kind of like pushing it a little bit. Was I was saying like we can't just send the pretty girl with the with the nice face and who looks nice. We can't just send her in. I was like,
Right.
they're gonna fucking eat her alive. I was like, they're gonna ask her 2 questions about the company, one of which will be common knowledge on their website, and then the second one will be something that you have to know.
Right. Right.
I mean, imagine if they go in and they she goes in and for instance, the girl I'm talking about doesn't play video games or anything. She thinks it's
Mm,
stupid, like all that stuff. Like, there's violence in video games that causes violence in real life. Um,
Jesus.
yeah, it's one of those ones. So, she would go into a meeting and it'd be like, so who do you main? Who do you like? What about them do you like? What's your favorite gun?
Right.
Which yeah, you could bullshit some of that, but if someone goes, oh yeah, my favorite gun's the P2020.
Right. Yeah.
Or for instance, if it was Blizzard and you went and they said Loktar, Okthar.
I wonder if that's how the meetings would go.
See, I'm in the back of my head because I am always there's always that skeptic someone's out to get me sort of thing.
Yeah.
I assume that it would be, but it wouldn't be very blatant. It'd be very well crafted into it. Because I
Maybe.
mean, my thing is because that's my big thing is that if it's $1 million company and someone's trying to come in and basically sell your stuff or do something for you,
Mm-hmm.
that means now you're putting your name on their thing, which now means that their name's also on your thing. So if they fuck up, it's a company that represents.
Yep.
So I feel like there has to be some
Yeah, I see that for sure. For sure.
but yeah,
That's
no.
fresh.
Yes, I mean it is and I deal with it. It's whatever, the last time fucking something came in, they came out back and they were like, "Oh, look at this! Isn't this cool looking?" I was like, I was like, "This looks kind of dumb." And they're like, "What?" I was like, "No one's gonna buy that." And guess what? I haven't seen a reorder for it in fucking 5 months. So I mean, but yeah, no, I mean that's interesting though that you worked your way up from basically being a worker to management, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a I definitely enjoy my job. So
that's the next thing I was about to ask. Is are you one of the people who actually enjoys your job?
dude, I fucking love my job.
Because that's the thing. I fucking hate my job with a fucking passion.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like
That's not good, dude. You gotta switch it up.
Well, that's the thing is that it's one of those things where I've just become very stagnant with mine because it's I make decent pay.
And so many people get caught up in that trap, where the money's good. Do I love it? No. Do I dread going here? Yes. But is the money good? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this upcoming week is going to be an absolute fucking shit show for me with
Yeah.
work. But last week, or 2 weeks, let me go 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I went in and I probably worked 7 hours. I got paid for 40.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, because that's the way the company is being run right now. With because of after getting off unemployment and everything, that's how we're doing stuff. But it's I was like, yeah, cool. I was like, I don't need to be here, so I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
But this next week is going to be a pain, and this next week is going to be such a pain in the dick. So, of course, with your job, with as little as you're allowed to say, or you want to say, I should say, what are some of the of course, you said about some of the struggles, with not having the younger people, ready for these jobs or who are in these fields. What would you say? What would you say to some people if they are thinking about they don't know what they want to do? That maybe they're interested, maybe they're not. Maybe they have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. What's some things that you would say to them that would kind of draw them towards that
Becoming
position?
a machinist.
Exactly.
Well, competition is nil. If you're great, if you can think for yourself, and you become very good at the craft, the sky's the limit as far as pay. Something else that's nice about it is, I don't know. See, that's a part of the problem with it is it's a dirty job. You're fucking dirty. You're grabbing dirty parts. You're putting them in a dirty machine. So it definitely doesn't seem completely appealing, but you use your brain all day long. You're constantly thinking about what you're going to do next and how that's going to go. I don't know. I guess the competition, the pay, there's a lot of downtime. Once you get a job set up, you typically just sit there and run it.
Now, is this a job for the both like male and female?
Yeah, you could definitely be a female and do it. There's not very many, but you definitely can. I just recently hired a girl. She was actually, I don't know, I think she just turned 20, and she's the fucking best. Like, she's not actually like a full blown programmer, but she just loads and unloads the machine for the programmer right now. But she's extremely smart, and yeah, she's great to have there. Her attitude's awesome. I'm really happy she came aboard.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
So this is kind of the final thing I got to say for it. So like, what's something that like at work or something involving your work that happens that will just, it's like that puts you over the moon. Like it's a happy moment, like you're ecstatic, like, what's something like that happens for you? Like for me, it's like as soon as I get done with a big order and I get it the fuck out the door.
Oh, right.
I love that moment because then that means I can fucking leave.
Yeah.
Like what's that for you? Of course, yours isn't you involving you leaving. I'm assuming, but
right. Mine's probably like a big landing a big order, or seeing a massive order come in, bigger than normal, or getting a contract lined up and finally agreeing on that, and somebody, the line being signed. That's extremely exciting. Really just solving problems. I mean, that's pretty much my job right now, is just, I'm a problem solver. I solve problems all day long. People have an issue with something, they bring it to me, I come up with a solution for everything, from somebody's pissed off that, the lock doesn't work on the bathroom door right anymore, so I get somebody to fucking handle that shit, to, coming up with recently a big project I've been working on is coming up with a strategy for the outside sales team to increase sales in each of the territories that I made for the United States. I kind of broke up the United States in different territories, Midwest, West, South, East, and really just trying to get those guys to increase sales in each of those territories and just coming up with the best possible plan to do that. So yeah, I guess, I don't know. Is there any one thing that really gets me extremely excited?
I mean, you just listed like 3, so I mean, there we go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Well, as this is now wrapping slowly to the end, is there anything else that you want to talk about?
No, I guess if anyone's interested in the Twitch Powerlifting meet, definitely check it out. It's coming up soon.
I will make sure to post a link down in the description for you to. I'll get your Discord, your Instagram, and your Twitter and your Twitch on there. How about that?
Cool. Perfect.
So then anyone and everyone can find you. Check him out. Love EatIt Pal. Love checking out his streams. It's always a laugh whenever I get in there. So thank you for coming on.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
No, I appreciate it. Like I said last time, like you were one of the longest last time. I think you were the longest when we did it. Yeah, you were the longest for like an hour almost the last time we did this. And you get it. It's another long one, but it's been another good one. So
yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, of course you'll be on again at some point. Better believe that. Get you freaking out about what topics to pick again. But depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Stay out of trouble, stay safe, and we will talk to y'all later. Bye.